How sweet to be an idiot.
Charlamagne the God here.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and this episode is brought to you by Bevel, the first and only shaving system designed specifically for coarse, curly hair and sensitive skin. Step up your shave game and say goodbye to razor bumps. Check out getbevel.com today. Use code IDIOTS to get 20% off your first month at getbevel.com. That's GETBEVEL.com. Let's start the show.
Let's do it. I'm trying to figure out Snapchat right now, man.
Andrew Schultz just downloaded Snapchat.
I'm on Snapchat, man. It's Schultz Snap. That's my name.
Schultz Snap?
Yeah, because fucking all the other ones. Stop.
Yeah, that sounds super lame.
Yo, man, stop making fun of my shit. Everybody, I'm late in the game. Hold on, what is this supposed to be? I tried Schultz Chat. That was taken. Andrew Schultz was taken.
When you said that, all I thought about was that old and living color sketch with the two gay guys, the men on film, and they used to do all the snaps with a twist.
That's how I do. Schultz
Snap.
That's what I'm doing at the end of every one. I'm just going,
Yo, that should be a trademark for real.
I will
at
for
the
real.
End of everyone, you just snap.
Yeah. We done chatting now.
Oh, let's introduce our guest for the day.
Yeah.
You know her. If you're into the radio game, she's big on that West Coast.
She's big on that.
She don't like for me to say Young California, but she's part of that Young California thing.
Wait, what's this Young California? Is that on Snapchat?
I'll let her explain.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a music movement where a lot of DJs in California kind of push some artists that they support. Not a part of it. I respect it, but I'm not a part of it.
Rikki Martinez, ladies and gentlemen.
Ricky's in the building.
Now, I don't know if I should say this.
Yeah, let's say it.
Let Andrew say it.
Charlamagne tried to embarrass me today.
I told the truth.
No.
How is that embarrassing?
Because the truth is motherfucking embarrassing. Why do you think that game is called Truth or Dare?
Absolutely, that is very true.
So Charlamagne tried to embarrass me like he always does.
No,
Charlamagne tells me today on the group text, he goes, yo, I'm going to have my girl Rikki Martinez come in today. Right now, Charlamagne knows this about me, that I know that Rikki has very big boobs.
I'm going to tell you what Schultz text back to me.
So I just
text back in capital letters. Titty!
Yes, sir!
Titty!
It's New York, though, so they're covered. When I see you guys in Cali, they're like out to get the interviews.
Yeah.
The
last time we saw her, she was in like a Kim Kardashian-esque outfit. Do you have the picture? Let me see.
No, this is a group chat.
Oh, yeah, you saw the titties, right?
What was that, the Video Music Awards or the Movie
VMAs.
Awards?
VMAs. You had the puppies out.
Yeah.
You always look good at the VMAs,
Thank
by the way.
You were
Stunning.
flawed. And you know what? You're Mexican, right?
Half. Yeah.
Half Mexican. Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
because Duval he always says that Mexican girls are built like boxes.
Oh, no, that's changing, dog.
But you are not
Right.
built like a box.
Right.
Rikki Martinez, Snow the Prada.
But what does that mean, built like boxes?
Like SpongeBob SquarePants.
They're just
Oh,
square, like a
damn.
refrigerator,
Built like a box Chevy.
That's a bad stereotype. You gotta fix that.
Built like, what's the chick name from Jersey Shore? Snooki.
Snooki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snooki is built like a mini refrigerator.
Yeah.
Like a file cabinet.
Just like a washing machine.
Yeah, I'm
Like
half
that box on the wall,
Salvadorian, so
that's-
maybe
that's
that's
exactly.
it.
Like you ever seen a speaker? Like a big ass speaker?
That's how we all look. That's crazy.
Now, that being
That's
said,
changed, though. Mexican women are getting curvy, dog.
I mean, have you seen Rikki?
I think we've always been.
So why you hide it? You know what? That
I don't
poncho
know.
doesn't do good things for the body. That's the thing. You need to put like a nice little belt right here and then show off
And
the
like
curve.
fix it.
Yeah.
Like Coke bottle.
So right now, Ricky's in New York. Why are you in New York?
I'm out here with J. Cole and his crew. We're promoting his album.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
J. Cole did something really cool. He did something that I thought was different.
Right.
He just took you along the chronicle.
Right. What's
his
going on
rollout,
to
his
like
campaign.
document what was going on.
Which just lets me know he's a lazy tweeter. He doesn't like to
He
tweet.
doesn't tweet. He
Yeah, he
doesn't
doesn't like-
Instagram. Nothing.
Oh, he doesn't
so
have
it's like
Snapchat?
no. So he's like, Rikki,
He's
can you
not
do it
Schultz
for me?
Snap on Snapchat?
He's probably Cole Snap.
That's
Cold
what he
snap.
does. He basically you tweet
Yeah.
and he retweets you.
Yeah.
His name.
That's what he does. She'll tweet what's going on,
And then he
retweets
So
it.
we're like,
retweets it.
today we're doing this, and kind of like be the fans, like fly on the wall to what's going on. Because his fans are so diligent and they want to be there every step of the way. Okay. So I'm kind of like their view into what Dreamville's doing, and then Dreamville's kind of voice to the fans, like, hey, we're doing this today.
Now, is he on Snapchat?
No.
He's not.
No.
See?
Let me tell you something about Schultz Snap. Schultz Snap don't get this J. Cole shit.
What do you mean?
He don't get it.
Yo, Schultz Snap is on point, bro.
Schultz Snap
You know how many followers I got on this
Schultz
shit?
Snap has
You
no
can't
idea.
tell.
Huh?
You can't tell on
I was
Snap.
wondering that because I was looking at the app and
Yeah.
I didn't see any followers.
That's
and I
what's
thought
crazy.
people
You
were-
Really?
never know how many people are following you.
Hold on, so I don't have to have no pressure to have a bunch
Yeah,
of
so you don't have to
followers?
buy followers or anything.
Oh, I love
And
that.
then you
Shit.
like I can't see how many views you get either. You can see how many views you get like on a video or a picture, but other people looking in can't.
I was reading something about that. What's that site? That app that
Tinder?
Floyd Mayweather and Justin Bieber and
Who
all of them
say?
use. Nah, shots or some
Shots,
shit like that.
shots.
Oh, yeah.
And they
The
said
selfie ones?
one of the draws that's making people gravitate towards shots is the fact you can't leave any comments. So if I take a picture, I don't got to worry about the personal scrutiny or motherfuckers clowning my outfit or the fucking pimple
Talking
on my
about
face.
your skin.
Or my
Right.
skin.
Yeah.
My even tone skin now.
Do you think Charlamagne's skin looks better? Does Charlamagne look like he's been bleaching? People accuse him
No.
of bleaching, but do you think he's been bleaching?
No. He's just eating better.
Can you show people? I want people to watch the video. Your arm is the same color as your face. That's what people don't understand.
So wait, what's
That's
the
what his
thing?
fucking
What's the
skin
thing with
color
you?
is.
I used to have skin discoloration. It was black patches like right here, like I was the ultimate warrior.
Yeah,
He had
like
blush
you look
on.
like a raccoon.
And
You
I
know?
started going, I look like a raccoon. So I
Yeah.
started going to a dermatologist named Dr. Natasha Sandy, and she corrected my skin discoloration.
But not on your arm.
Oh,
Your
so now
arms
they're
have
saying
always
you
been this
bleach.
color.
Yes, this is my natural skin complexion.
That's why I don't get it when people accuse the bleaching because they just look at the
Because
rest of your skin.
A lot of it is flash too. The
What do you
flash
mean?
from the camera will make me look really
Right.
beige.
Oh, that
sometimes.
Valencia.
I don't know what the fuck that
That's a
means.
filter.
Oh,
On
gotcha.
Instagram.
That's that
Yeah.
Valencia.
So people see it and they be like, "God damn, you bleaching!" But I do look some Sammy Sosa sometimes. And-
Yeah.
and
If
Little
you
Vibes
were to
cartel.
want to bleach, like where do you even go to do that?
I have no idea because my dermatologist doesn't believe in bleaching. Dermatologists do
Oh,
it,
so they're the ones that do it.
as far as I know. I'm not sure if I don't want to
Right.
don't quote me on that, but she says she does not believe in bleaching, so she doesn't do it. She
In-
says she could be rich if she was bleaching.
In Latino culture, is being lighter skinned more favorable?
Yes.
Like they really like that shit.
Yeah. they
Especially
like
light
that.
eyes.
And it's
too,
funny
right?
because my dad's really dark. My dad's like Charlamagne dark, and I'm
Really?
really light. And so they always say like,
You hear that? Charlamagne dark is still a thing, people. There's still Charlamagne dark.
well, imagine a Mexican like dark like you.
Bro, you're not even you're a light skin.
For me to be so light and for my dad to be so dark, it's just very different. But then they always say like thank goodness you came out light, and I'm just like, why? Because your dad's so dark. So if I were darker, then what? But
What is
But
your
that's-
father? Your father black or he's?
no, he's Mexican.
But he's
But
dark.
he's
But
dark.
here's the thing. That's the thing I love about Latino culture is they're so open about their racism, like and everything. Like they're so open about their prejudice. Like if you're fat, they'll just call you fat.
Yeah.
Like that's your name.
You're
It would be
fat.
hey
Gordo.
gordo.
Yeah.
Gordo. Hey gordo.
We do that in black culture.
Yeah, but you'll think of a name like you'll call him bowling ball, but it won't be as.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, what's up, bowling ball? I
Nah,
see
we
you
just-
rolling
we just
over
add-
here.
We just say the adjective twice. You'd be like, nasty, fat, nasty.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not as honest as, like, for example, like, they'll know, like, for if you're Asian, you're just a Chino,
Yeah.
right? Like,
What the fuck is that?
Chino's Chinese.
Okay.
But every country is Chino to them. Like, there was an announcer, I was watching the soccer game, and the announcer, there was a referee who was Japanese. He's from
Right.
Japan. And he messed up a call, and all the announcer was going to was, El Chino lo jodió! The Chino fucked it up. The Chinese guy, like, the professional.
Right.
Imagine Al Roker, imagine fucking Bill Michaels or one of these guys saying, the fucking Chinese guy messed it up again. And he's like, oh, he's Japanese. He's like, whatever, he's
Yeah.
Chinese, he's messing it
You know
up.
what's so funny though? But that is how we describe people. But they say that's offensive now.
But
like I
in
can't look
Latino
and say,
culture,
I
it's
can't
Yeah,
say,
okay.
it's free. Like they get no repercussion
Yeah.
for being that way.
I can't say the white guy in the black hat. Or you can't say the black guy sitting
Yeah,
over
you
here with
can.
no socks. Oh, you can. But now it's like people take offense to that. Did you read the Chris Rock?
Yes, I
Rock
did,
article?
but the point about this is it's okay to describe me as white and you as black, right?
Yes,
But
because
it's-
you're white and I'm black.
But it's not okay if there's a Chinese person right there that you know is Chinese and you're gonna be like, oh, this Japanese guy over here, and then they go, no, he's Chinese. He goes, but
no,
he's
no, no, no.
Japanese.
Yeah.
They're all
No,
Japanese.
I'm really ignorant to a lot of that shit. Because I mean, I'm from Mounts Corner, South Carolina. I didn't grow up in the great American
Right.
melting pot that is New York, RLA. So yes, when I see you,
Are we
Rikki-
all Mexican?
No, Spanish.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think I'm Mexican. I just started thinking about Mexicans
What?
as people.
Oh yeah, because we just got you.
Exactly.
This is new. Mexicans
What do you
in New
mean we
York.
just got you? Wait.
Mexico.
We were here first.
No. Well, you were in Cali. You were in Cali first. Cali just got white people.
Right.
Cali just got white and black people. But New York, I would say, and I remember actually right when flat screen TVs got popular,
They deliver
that's
them.
when
The
we started
Mexicans
getting
came?
Mexicans. Then
The
I'm
Mexicans
fucked
came
up
with
being
though.
flat
100%
screens.
serious. There's actually like you could look at the history of the shit. But I went to school in California, so I had known about Mexicans.
Right.
I went to school up in Santa Barbara, so I had known Mexicans for a minute. But I remember coming back here, and all of a sudden we started getting bomb ass Mexican restaurants. And that's how New Yorkers really decide who they're going to be
When the
prejudiced
food
against.
comes?
Like if the food is bomb, and like someone's talking shit about Mexican, they're like, yo, shut the fuck up, man. The food is official. You know what I'm
Good.
saying?
They got some tasty treats.
We're not going to be prejudiced
It's
against
not
those
just
guys.
with Spanish people though, even with black people, because you move to New York,
Right.
and you refer to black people as African Americans. Caribbean Americans, like I'm not no African American. I'm from the Caribbean.
I just had Caribbean food
Oh, for the first
for
time?
the first time.
You like that shit?
And I went in there. I'm like, are Caribbeans Jamaican? Because Bob Marley's playing.
See,
So are they?
But that's
it's
no.
a part of the Caribbean.
Oh,
is
okay,
Jamaica.
okay.
But then you got
Jamaica's a
Anguilla,
country out there.
You got the
Oh, it's so
Bahamas.
fun.
So
Yeah.
Caribbean's an area.
It's an area, exactly.
Okay. That's all you had to say.
But that's exactly how I was when it came
Right.
to Spanish people, Caribbean people. I didn't know.
I love it. I love it. This is. We just need to be honest about the shit that we don't know about.
It's
Right.
fine.
It's not offensive to not
You're
know.
learning.
Exactly.
You're
It's
learning.
fine.
You thought all of the Caribbean was Jamaican. You know what's funny? Pirates of the Caribbean takes place in the Caribbean. There's like 4 black people in that fucking whole movie. Where?
Never thought of
what
that.
Caribbean is this taking place in? Where it's just fucking white dudes with
Yeah.
eye patches and shit.
Fucked up. It's like, yo, they didn't even want slaves?
Right. We're
Like,
even
you didn't
fucking-
want-
who's fixing the boat,
You didn't even
dog?
want slaves?
Even like in the ride at Disneyland, it's all white people. Like
what
it's
Caribbean?
all white. Yeah.
You know, I want to ask
Dolls.
Rikki, like in America, we was talking about this earlier. America has convinced the world that it is black and white. But you have, it's the great American melting pot.
Right.
You have Mexicans, you have Spanish people,
But
you
it's
have
not.
Italians, you
It's
have
not, though.
Caribbean people. How do y'all feel about that when y'all see us having this whole black or
Black,
white debate?
white, like
Yeah, because you told me something interesting on the way here.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, and I see it every time, like, I go to a different airport, because, like, being on the road with J. Cole, like, we hit up different cities I've never been to before, and in every airport, like you guys have said earlier, like, there's, all the workers are Hispanic. It could be, like, Colombian or Dominican or Mexican on the West Coast, but it's all a different type of Spanish, but yet we're not, like, in
You're not in the
media,
conversation.
like we're not in culture, we're like, or represented. We are, a lot of times we're the consumer. Like, go to a rap show, there's hella Mexicans, there's hella Latinos, and it's like we're the consumer now, whereas you guys provide us with stuff, but not a lot of us are providers as far
content.
as like content. Yeah,
But I feel like you guys are providing more now than any other race.
as far as
For
like
example, any other minority, like obviously, what there's been, white people have provided stuff, black people have provided stuff, but now, even with the George Lopez show
Right.
and these things, which is not around anymore, but the fact that there was a late night talk show by a not
Right.
white dude
Tell them,
or a not black guy, like
and
that's,
it was good.
that's like
Tell-
remarkable shit.
tell us
Take it
why
out.
you said like
Oh, yeah.
that culture don't care about.
And see, the thing is, like, and I've always seen it, is that a lot of the time, even especially like in Latin culture, we're like Bollywood. Like, we have our own celebrities. We don't give a fuck what Rihanna's doing because we have so-and-so that's doing it in Latin culture.
Got you.
But that's more so for like the full Spanish speaker. Like, there's no Oprah of the Latin race in this pop culture. Like, we have our own, like, this lady, her name is Cristina, but that's like for people that only speak Spanish, are in Latin American countries. It's not someone that's born here or like knows Spanish but still cares about what Rihanna and Chris Brown are up to. You know what I'm saying?
So do y'all
We don't
want-
have that representation.
Do y'all want Spanish American superstars? Like, is that a thing?
I think you know what? It's such an it's such a frustration, especially me being in media. Like, when I talk to other people that are Hispanic in radio or like that want to be there's no new Big Pun. There's no one like that representing. And it's so stupid. Like, we need that, but it's like, it's such a frustration. Like, we're here. We're just as, we give as much as anybody else does to this culture, but we're not given that look.
You know what happens is it gets eaten up by black or white. Because there's a
Absolutely.
huge influence of Mexican culture in American culture. For example, lowriders.
Right.
People who see lowriders, they think it's a black LA, like
Right.
West Coast thing. It's a Mexican
It's a Mexican thing.
That started in Mexican culture, like zoot suits and shit like
Yeah.
that. Mexican culture.
Zoot suits.
Yeah.
You going now.
Of Mexican
Yeah.
culture. See,
Before Malcolm X in Harlem.
Way
Yes.
Really?
Yes. There was
Where
like
the
a
fuck we all wearing
zoot
suits
suit
at?
riots. Yeah.
zoot suit riots in LA, dude.
Time out.
Yo, son, I'm telling you.
For
people don't
real.
know.
So you telling me there was a bunch of motherfuckers in peacock colored suits?
Yes.
fighting?
Yes.
Because like
Fighting what?
With fucking
wait.
chains
Colors?
and shit.
Oh,
Tell
like
us.
the Marines were like going like back and forth with like the zoot suiters were basically like not even want to say the gang, just like the Hispanic like people there. And so whenever they would congregate in like these ports where the Marines were, they would fight. And so it'd be like zoot suits against like people in the army and the military. And then there was riots after that. I believe like these Marines got drunk and they raped a girl, and so then everything just broke out. Like, so it was zoot suits against the military.
But
Where
the
is that
fact-
footage? That's got to be amazing.
Exactly. That's what I think. Like, we see
didn't
all
have
this
cameras,
history
huh?
of like civil rights and everything, but like, where's the Hispanic history? Like, what the heck were we doing
There
when
is.
all this
There's
was going
the
down?
Chicano struggle and like stuff
Right.
like that. But at least in the West,
Chicana.
Yeah.
Chicanos are what like Mexican and Central American people refer to
yeah.
themselves as. Like
Categorize
Caribbean,
themselves as.
Spanish people don't call
I used
themselves
to fuck with a
Chicanos.
chick who I used to call Chicana Morena.
Chicana Morena.
I don't even know what the fuck that
Chicana.
means. She just used to tell me-
Morena means like that's like the color. Like, you're calling her like darker skin.
Dark skin.
She was a dark
Spanish.
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to call her Chicana Morena.
Like, you wouldn't call me morena, even though it's like a term for a Latin girl, but I'm light skinned.
But you
So you
Chicana.
call me like güera.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
güera. She's a white girl.
Yeah. But I'm not blonde.
So here's the thing. When it comes to culture, usually in America, and my buddy Akash, who's a funny comedian, Akash Singh said this. He's like, there's like a choice, right?
He's another guy that's on the outside.
He's on the
What's
outside.
his
He's
race?
an Indian, right?
Yeah, okay.
He's an Indian, right? But he said, like, in America, you got white and you got black. So when other immigrants come, you just pick a side.
Yeah.
Asians chose white. Fucking I don't know who else. The Caribbeans chose black. Like the Caribbeans. They're even like the Indian type of Caribbeans.
I don't know if they
choose
chose,
black.
but you
they
really
get
have no
chosen.
choice.
Yeah.
You don't really
it's
have a
funny,
choice.
dude. My
Choose
videos
or
when they go like
chosen.
on World Star or something, like all the comments are like, "Damn, that white girl," or "With this," and like I'm automatically white. Like they don't even see
'Cause
that
they're
there's
just as
other
They're
categories.
just as uncultured as I was.
Yeah.
They don't know. They can't break that
But
shit down.
here's the
Man,
thing. On the West Coast, you could see a huge influence. We just don't know because we don't know they're there. But the huge influence of like style, like for example, like the Lokes, the glasses. Like if you see anybody wearing these, like the dark
Black. Yeah.
black frame glasses, that's a fucking Mexican thing. And the high socks and shit that
The
you
stuff
see people
YG's
wear.
doing, it's a lot of Mexican
All this-
representation.
all
The
this-
Cortez,
All
like,
the
all
West
that.
Coast rappers have ripped off the Mexican, what is it called, like style and
Style.
shit like that. But we just don't have Mexicans here, so we don't know they're ripping it off.
Yeah.
So where's the Mexican rapper to come out and do a diss record?
Exactly.
There, everybody's
No,
feeling their
where are
shit?
these people
No,
that say
but
they're
see, you know
culture
what
vultures?
happened
Why are they
there?
not saying that
Yeah.
shit about what they're doing in Mexico? Everybody says the white rapper is a culture vulture for black music. What about these black rappers taking all this Mexican
That
shit? Are they
Mexican
culture vultures?
culture.
What you was gonna say, Rick?
That they now get categorized, like there's a Chicano rap, so it's like you can come out and spit like M or spit like Hove, but they'll automatically categorize you with like a little Rob who's like has a super like Mexican sound that's not mainstream rap or that could be considered like of that skill. So they just like categorize you. It's like, oh, you're that, like you don't even come into this conversation because automatically from your race you belong in that. It's kind of like damn it, like if just someone comes out rapping like from Britain,
Okay.
like you automatically, oh, they're a UK artist. Like they don't even
You
get
give
put
them a
into this
chance.
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's natural. That's what we do. And eventually, if you're great, you become like Jackie Robinson is
No,
a
no,
baseball
no.
player.
Prime example, Drake. He's from fucking Canada, dog.
But now he's just a rapper.
He's the
Right.
They say he's the best out. Nobody gives a fuck that he's from Canada no more.
But I'm telling you, we're waiting on our next big pun or like our next like dude that can come and
Big
not
Pun was
have like a
American,
race.
He was
I mean, he was Puerto
Rican.
Rican,
Puerto
but
Rican.
to me, he was in a.
Right. See, but we don't have that now. Like now that we do put race as like a characteristic in someone,
Gotcha.
now it's like, okay, they're the Hispanic guy or they're like the
But
Spanish.
that's just how
rapper.
we identify. And honestly, people can act like that's a hindrance, but it's also a benefit to your career because
Marketing
now
wise.
your marketing. It's like the second you become a Chicano rapper, you
Right.
get to have that Chicano or Latino audience that's like, oh, I want someone I can relate to. So it might hurt you in like the grand scheme of things,
Right.
but it helps you a lot in the beginning,
Right.
Because it's easier to become the best Chicano rapper than it is to become the best rapper.
Yeah, but novelties never fare well.
It's such a
Like that
novelty.
niche
You got
shit,
That's
talent,
what it
you'll-
is. It's been placed into like the novelty category of
But
rap.
people who aren't as good rappers are able to reach a certain amount of
Right.
success because of the novelty.
That's true.
I don't know. You know, it's so funny. Like, I'm trying hard not to label people. Like, even this morning, somebody was asking me about some rappers, and I know they didn't know who I was talking about, so I said Logic, the white rapper from Maryland.
Yeah.
And I felt like that's a good, honest description.
That's what his fucking skin color.
That's
Why
what
is
he
that?
is.
Why can you not describe somebody based on their skin
I
color?
don't
Like,
fucking know, man. I'm gonna tell you something else that happened too that we may not have realized. Fuck entertainment. While we're so busy fighting over black and white, all these other races have come to America and prospered, dog.
give me an example.
Who haven't? Whether it's the Indians, whether it's the Mexicans, they come here, they work, they open up their own businesses. They're like, y'all go ahead and do over that black and white shit. We're gonna be over here under the radar.
Just to let you know, black people that come from other countries here prosper like a motherfucker too.
Absolutely.
So it's not
I'm talking
a.
about, I'm talking about the guys that are all right. Put it like this:
You know what
the
I mean,
black ones
right?
that are born here,
Yeah.
or the white ones that are born here, the poor white trash who complain about what they're not
Oh,
receiving.
yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, all of these other immigrants
Right.
come from other places.
Entitlement.
And win.
Yeah.
Because we're entitled. We're here. We're like, yo, I'm American.
We're
Where's
Americans.
my
Where's
shit?
our shit?
Where my shit at,
Exactly.
B?
I'm fucking American. Where's my shit?
And when you come here, fuck it. Like my mom or like anybody else comes here. I don't know if your family's from here. Are they from here? They
No,
were born and raised here.
my
They came?
parents are not from here.
Yeah, so they come here hustling. It's
Yeah.
like I'm trying to make it because if I don't make it, I got to go back to that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I like it when the water doesn't make me shit.
Are your parents here illegally, Ricky?
No, they're here legally.
Now.
That's what I said. Oh,
I thought you said illegally.
no, see, that's
Legally.
That's some stereotypical shit. She
Yeah,
thought
like
that
I'm like, wait.
she just put an ill in front of legally.
I'm at border control right now.
They're going to come right in the room. We got her.
How long were they here for?
My dad's been here, I want to say, since he was like in his late 20s.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was like he's one of 15. So like he came and kind of would like feed the family back in Mexico.
15 babies came out of your grandma's vagina.
Yeah. 17, 2 died. Yeah.
Nice.
What?
She's
Yeah.
still alive?
Because that's all they did.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's still here.
How old is she?
I don't know. I just know.
Any
she's old.
twins or anything like that?
No. Yeah.
I mean, your grandma has some
All
good
babies.
pussy.
Absolutely.
No, seriously.
God,
17
That's
babies?
Abuelita, you guys are crazy
You got a
right
horny
now.
grandpa too. Imagine him right when
It's
it
the
got.
culture, man.
They were fucking.
What you waiting on?
I have a son.
I didn't
No
know
way.
that.
Yeah, I'm the stereotype. I had a baby at when I was a teen.
How old?
But I just chose to make it still.
Hold on. How old?
I got pregnant at 17. I had him 3 days after my 18th birthday.
How old is he now? Like 7, 8?
He just turned 9.
I had no
Yeah.
fucking
Did you
idea.
breastfeed?
Ricky Martinez?
Yeah.
Lucky motherfucker.
Hating on the baby.
Right? 9-year-old baby. You don't even know what you got.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's your mom, dog, but still.
Right.
Just saying, bro. Come on.
Yeah, he's getting to the age where like his classmates have crushes on me and he's just like, "Mom, what the fuck? Like why does like Jaden and Shay think you're awesome?"
He's gonna learn.
Yeah.
So who's your baby father? Is he black, white, Mexican?
He's Peruvian. It's funny
I don't even
because
know what the fuck that is. I thought that was cocaine in the coffee.
I've never dated a Mexican or a Salvadorian, which is both
Okay.
cultures that I am in Spanish.
So you
What's
met
Peruvian? I've only heard Biggie
From
Smalls
Peru?
mention Peruvian.
Peru.
Peruvians try to do me in.
Ah, yes.
B.I.G. So
Okay.
What is that? What is
Biggie.
that, Spanish or what is that?
Yeah, it's Spanish from
Okay.
Peru.
South America.
Yeah, South American.
It's just a country in South America. Ain't much to tell you about it.
How does he go crazy over you? He's like, yo.
It was weird because he was like a super controlling relationship, and then once I got out, it's funny because I've been wanting to be in radio since I was 8, right?
Okay.
And that's something like I always had ambition. I was a hella nerd in school, and he was someone that would hang out across the street from my house. So like I had never seen him in school, but anyways, like
Did he sell drugs?
me and him started talking. Yeah, me and him started talking, and what he liked about me was like, damn, there's this girl. She's smart. She has ambition. She wants to be something. And so that's what our relationship was based off of. Then once we got in the relationship, that's what he tried to take away from me. He was like, no, you're going to stay home. You're going to be like, you're not going to work. You're not going to go to school.
You're going to be a crack hole.
Yeah, basically that. Like,
Yeah.
you're just going to be here, make me food, and have my babies. And like, when
that shit
someone has a
threatens him.
dream that young, like, you couldn't take that away from me. Like, nothing stopped me. So then, like, I left the relationship and that killed him, but I still made it. Like, so my thing is, like, always to kind of, like, push to kind of, like, persevere for other people. Because there's hella girls that are in the predicament where they're pregnant young, and it's like, all they see is, like, teen mom shit. Like, bro, these girls are fuck ups. But I'm not saying like get pregnant young, but if it happens, like that doesn't
Deal
mean
with it.
your dream dies. Like
Or
Did
it's
you
a
have
birth
your
certificate.
family to help take care of the kid?
Yeah, my mom is like,
The shit.
yeah, she's awesome. She's with them right now.
But
Does
you know-
she? Sorry to interrupt. Does she also have big tits?
Yeah, well, yeah, we get it from my mom.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
What
the
kid she got?
Salvadorian side. It's me, her, and my sister. Well, it's just 2 girls. Yeah.
her pussy's just okay then.
Yeah.
It's not,
It's not on.
amazing.
It's not on grandma.
Gotta come. Yeah, it's not that grandma.
She got your granddad's pussy.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No, wait, no, that grandma's from my dad's side.
Oh.
And my mom got her like tubes tied, so maybe she did have a good one, but
she just had to
like
cut it
chose
off.
to like
Oh,
cut
got
it.
you, got you.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay, you know what the fuck was I about that?
But yeah, we all do have big breasts. So when people say they're fake, it gets me mad. I'm just like, bro, look at my mom, look at my sister.
You show them the album.
Yeah,
You show them. I got a
like,
history.
Look, this is in the family tree.
So 8 years old, Mexican, and what now are you?
Salvadorian.
Mexican and Salvadoran young lady. What made you want to do radio?
It's funny when I was young, when I was 8. I remember this clearly, and we were getting evicted.
Okay.
And my mom, like children read their parents. Like, my mom was always down. Like, I just felt the energy of her always being sad. I didn't know what eviction meant. I just knew we were going through it, and it was bad. But when she would take me to school, she would always listen to the radio. At the time, it was Rick D's on Kiss FM in LA, and like
Legendary Rick Dees.
yeah, she would always listen to the radio. And at that moment, it's like the laugh came or something. But that was the only time like I felt that like spurt of good energy in her.
So you wanted to be what made her happy.
Yeah, and then like one time, like like Rick was paying people's bills and someone called in, was going through like an eviction, and like I remember my mom put the radio up and like he paid the person's bills, not my mom's, but he also like kind of like gave a little hint of like a piece of advice to the person, like it's not the end, like there's so many houses out there and so many places to live, and as long as you have people around you that love you, you're in a home. So my mom heard that and I automatically felt like her spirits were lifted even when she left the car. And I didn't know what the hell that was, but whatever that guy did, I wanted to do. And it's like, at the time, it's like, I don't know that it's on her personality. I don't know that it's like a jock. Like, I just know I wanted to be on the radio. So then that's where like that spark came from. And I just followed it.
Did you tell people that? Did you tell people like, yo, I want to be on the radio?
Yeah, and they just didn't get it. Like it's funny, like my kindergarten, like my elementary school teachers are like, dude, they'll hit me like on Facebook, like, how many kids did we have run through here that wanted to be like firefighters or astronauts? And the dream seems so far-fetched. And radio seems like, okay, you're weird, like, but you did it. Like, I said it and I did it. And to me, like, when we talked in the car here, we talked about, like, how my mom told me, like, dude, sky's the limit. And I had never been told, like, you
tell
can't.
That story. That was a great story.
So I was, like, I'm a nerd. Like, I'm a mathlete was what my parents called me. So, like, in 4th grade, I did, like, a math league contest. And I was, like, going up against, like, 7th graders and 8th graders. And I was in 4th grade. And I won. I beat everyone. So we're walking back to the car, and I have my plaque. And, like, you feel really prideful. Like, you just made someone proud. You won something. And my mom's like, get on this mound of grass. And she just put me somewhere where I was above her and my sister. And she's like, she had the camera in my face, and she's like, just know that the sky is the limit. Like, look up, and whatever you want to do, whatever you see when you look up, you can do it. And I, from then on, like, just her, like how they say, what is that movie called where it's like
the halo?
No,
the light bulb goes off.
Inception?
Yeah.
Yes. Once you drop the
seed.
seed and it just grows. I had never been told, like, well, you can't because you're Hispanic, or because we're low income, or because like,
white people have more privilege.
Yeah, you can't because of this.
Yes.
Let me ask
and
you-
so I was never told there were limits.
Yeah.
So because I was never told there were limits, like, I don't stop myself. I don't think of an opportunity or a dream and be like, well, I can't because this. It's like everything's reachable to me.
What conversation did she have with you when you told her you were pregnant?
I didn't tell her. She found out.
Yeah, 'cause that would have been a
the
different...
common. Yeah, and I got beat.
You see that mound of grass
But
right there?
yeah.
You're never going to be on that mound again.
Yeah.
Oh, she beat you while you was pregnant?
Well, like my hands and my back, like
Not
there
the
was
stomach.
places she could reach that didn't, like, that still hurt me. Yeah.
Oh,
She didn't tell you that your dream would be deferred.
You
No,
were my
not at all.
mathlete. What are you doing?
Leticia. Oh, that's my real name.
I'm trying to multiply.
Yeah. So no, but when it happened, you get looked at bad. It's like babies having babies. Like,
Right.
you don't get looked at like, it's never a good thing. You don't say like, oh, I'm a teen mom, like, and it's something like congratulatory. But at that point, like, I was kind of like, I'm the only one that's gonna get me out of this darkness. Like, I can't rely on someone to be like, you can still do it. So like, just push on. It's funny because like a lot of people have like this bad stigma against moms. Like, when you think of Mother's Day, you don't think, like, you think single moms, you think like mothers that passed away, but you never think of a teen mom. Like, you don't consider, like, to me, it's like we're not considered in that realm. It's like, no, you're just a teenager still that fucked up. And so my thing was like, no, like, we're just as strong, if not stronger, than this other mom. That
Now, I'm
you're
going to
saying.
be real with you. You are a teenager that fucked up. I
Yeah.
mean, let's be clear. You're not supposed to get pregnant that young. But
Right,
you're not supposed
but
to
you
give up on
don't.
your dreams.
Yeah,
either.
you don't make the worst out of
I
it. You don't
agree.
put yourself in the category they put you, and then you become a statistic. There's
agree.
so many statistics against my son right now. Just because I'm a teen mom, just because I'm not with his dad, like, he's supposed to go to jail, he's supposed to like drop out of school, like all this shit, and all of it's just like, don't be that statistic. Like,
Yeah, because my daughter's 6. She get pregnant as a teen, baby.
It's over.
No, it ain't over because we're going to get an abortion.
Really?
I can't. No, I'm not. I can't do
What if
that.
she doesn't want the abortion?
You're not 18 yet. You
but
cannot
what
make
if
those
she got-
decisions. You cannot.
But I'm just saying,
you can't make those
it's her
decisions.
body. What if she got,
Hey,
pregnant
I'm
by a nice Peruvian drug dealer?
I'm very
like,
pro-choice.
what happens?
Listen, I'm very.
He's a sweet Peruvian drug dealer.
I'm very pro-choice.
He got the cocoa.
I'm very
He got the
pro-choice.
cocoa that knocked
And
out
she's
Busta
in
Rhymes.
love with
He
it.
had that exact cocaine that made Busta Rhymes do a
I'm
faceplant.
very pro-choice.
Yeah, your
I'm
choice.
only in my 40s at this point. I don't want to be a grandfather.
Right.
Okay, and you don't need to be anybody's mother.
It's
right
not
now.
about you, Charlamagne.
Yes, it is until you're 18. Okay, all right.
what if that kid is like the next Christopher Wallace or the
Well,
next
we'll
Steve
never
Jobs?
know. Okay.
Or the next who?
Steve Jobs.
Oh, I thought T-Dogs.
Who's that Mexican rapper?
T-Dogs? I was like, hope he's not T-Dogs. Steve Jobs.
Shout out to T-Dogs. I'm sure there's one out there.
T-Dogs. He could be the next T-Dogs.
She's like, nah, I'm out of touch for real. I've never heard of
I don't know
T-Dogs.
nothing. I knew about Zoot Suits and it stopped there. That's where my knowledge stopped.
Hold on.
We got some bills to pay.
Real quick, though, that was a great story Rikki told, because I always say, whatever you tell yourself you can't do, you won't do.
Yeah.
You never told yourself what you can't do.
Never, dude.
So the moral of that story is believe, and we're going to talk about believing right after this break. And always flirt with the nerds, because they end up looking like this.
Oh, dude, yeah, and they can end up giving you a job.
All right, pay some bills.
Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service for epic geek and gamer items and pop culture gear.
Okay.
For less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique, one-of-a-kind items, and more.
All right, listen, this month we're celebrating a selection of geek and gaming franchises that have had significant anniversaries in 2014 for our December crate. All right, believe us when we say it's going to be big, as in literally the biggest crate we've ever delivered size-wise, with exclusives featuring DC Comics, Batman and Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy. We also have an exclusive Ghostbusters collectible, a variant cover comic exclusive to Looters, and epic Tetris and the Simpsons items rounding things out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I don't like seeing Batman and Marvel together, okay? I want y'all to put DC Comics and Batman and then Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy, because I just don't believe that DC is in the same league.
That's actually what they have written right here. It says DC Comics / Batman and Marvel / Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's
So
DC Comics / Batman.
they're doing exactly what they're doing.
DC Comics / Batman and Marvel / Guardians of the Galaxy.
Such a weird thing that you can't have two fake things in the same box.
No, it's like
I know.
None of them are real, dog. None of them are
This
real.
is like mixing beef with pork.
Yeah, but beef and pork are real.
This DC Comics thing is like the Crips and the Bloods, dog. DC Comics and Marvel, man.
But okay, whatever.
I'm a Marvel head, though.
To top it off, a brand new, never before seen Funko Pop vinyl figure created exclusively for us at Loot Crate. Entirely new that you pop, okay? Lovers will not be able to find anywhere else. Sign up now and help us send off 2014 with our biggest and best crate yet.
That's right. Make sure to head to lootcrate.com/idiots and enter code idiots to save 10% on any new subscription. For this month's theme, you have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific time to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when that cutoff happens, that's it. It's over.
Loot Crate is like a friend who knows what you love and surprises you with an awesome present every month, okay? There's an optional background. Previous crates have included items from franchises like Star Wars, Marvel, The Walking Dead, The Legend of Zelda, and many more. So make sure you get your Loot Crate, all right?
I could never, ever finish The Legend of Zelda.
What, the video game?
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I had no interest.
I used to love the actual cartridge because it used to be gold.
Yeah, the cartridge was ill. Yeah,
but I could never finish. It just could never keep my goddamn interest. I did not give a fuck about that little elf or whatever the fuck he was.
It was too foreign.
I didn't give a shit. I didn't care at all.
I got a question for you, Rikki.
Rikki Martinez.
You are a mom, right? Now, Kim Kardashian got a lot of flack for being naked, right, in this thing. You're a mom who is an attractive woman, sexy. I feel like for some reason moms aren't allowed to be sexy. The second a mom tries to do some sexy shit that's like, oh, you have a child. Why is it that moms aren't allowed to be sexy?
And I don't even, like, it's funny because, like, you have to hide it sometimes too. Like Sofia Vergara has children. Like look how hot she is.
She's
like
amazing.
And look at what she does. Like so many people in like that are these sexy iconic figures.
Yeah.
They have families. Like shit. Why can't I be hot and do this?
That is such bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why. When I see somebody like Sofia Vergara, I didn't know she had kids. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I see a woman that has 2 or 3 kids, all that says in my mind is she got some good pussy. Somebody wanted to take that condom off, hit it raw, shoot her club up, put a body in her box. That's attractive to me.
Put a body in her box.
Yes.
I've never heard that. That's so
Because I'm
dope.
thinking when a woman's 40 years old and she don't got no kids, something's wrong with her.
you.
You know, something's wrong with her ovaries or something. She can't have kids.
Something's wrong with her up here. People don't want to put make
Nobody wants to come in you.
Yeah. Come on. There's got to be guys that want to come. It's not hard to get a guy to come in you.
Right.
That's not the most difficult thing in the entire world. You know, maybe you don't want that.
Especially when you're hot.
Especially when you're hot.
There's no way in hell I'm not coming to Sofia Vergara.
I will interior decorate Sofia Vergara, and I don't even like her that much.
No, she's amazing. I told you, I brought her name up. You was like,
I've seen her live.
What she does?
Live, like in person?
Yeah, she was eating behind me and Jamie Lee from Girl Code. We're eating at this restaurant, and her and that other guy walked behind us, sat down behind us, and I'm not a big fan. But I will say this. In the X-Men movies, Hugh, whatever his name is, Hugh Jackman can have his shirt off, fucking ripped, jacked. He can be on covers, totally ripped, muscles here, everywhere.
And you never thought about coming in him?
Sex symbol. I haven't thought about coming in him. He's too hairy.
All right.
But amongst other things. He might slice my fucking dick off with those little blades that come out of his hands.
It's not real. Mister always want to tell me things aren't real.
So me coming in the dude isn't real either, but now we're operating a hypothetical
could
Charlemagne
happen.
world. So, but the point being is, dudes can be sexy in these things all the time.
Right.
The second a mom is sexy, nobody's ever going, "Oh, you have a son, Hugh. How
Right,
dare
you
you
need to
show your
chill
chest?"
out.
Just let these moms show their
That's
fucking
wild.
ass.
Dude, I'm working on something and it's totally like not the Kim Kardashian scale, but like there's gonna be pictures of me where like I'm just painted. And like people have already hit me like, aren't you afraid? Like you're a mom, like that this I'm just like, dude, it's artistic. Like
Okay,
fuck
now hold on.
mom.
People love to use the word autistic when it comes to just straight
Well,
up
it is
porn.
artistic.
What is it?
Okay, so
Are you showing your pussy?
no.
Okay, then it might be autistic.
Are you showing your breasts?
Yes.
Do you have a link?
It's not
Nothing
yet.
wrong with that. I just saw a picture of Madonna this week.
Right.
Madonna's like 73 years old. Nice titties. Madonna's vintage vagina, dog.
But the
What was
face?
it? What how did you see your boobs?
face?
It was art. Some
dude.
art. Some shit under the name of art. She
Yeah, I
did.
saw. I think
Hold
Madonna
on,
looks
let
like
me
Terry
find
Fine,
Bradshaw.
I don't want to call what I'm doing art then because you guys are being very rude and
Let me
mean
see.
right now.
I'm
and
supportive
judgmental.
of this. Who's you guys? Don't put me. I'm fighting for women to show their bodies, for moms to show their bodies.
Yeah, my thing
That
is this.
should
if
be
you
like a thing, like moms for show their
because
bodies.
Here's the real thing. If you haven't had a kid and you got a good body, that don't impress me.
Right.
If you had a kid inside
and
you,
still, like, look at J-Lo.
shit. Show
Two
me-
kids,
be
twins.
proud of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't. These Victoria's Secret models who don't eat anything and never had a
They-
fucking kid to
they
take
eat
care of,
Q-tips.
and you're in good shape. You should be in fucking good shape. A mom who's in good shape.
That's
Shit.
really real.
I think it was Bizarre Magazine Madonna's in.
She
Can you show
posed
us-
for them?
Can you show us what the
yeah,
thing
look at
is?
her titties. These titties nice, man.
Do you have any shots?
Okay,
of
let
it?
me tell you like the concept for it.
Please. Yeah.
So I'm a hella
Can you? Are you allowed to give this away? Don't ruin anything.
Yeah,
that you
no,
have-
because people know about the gist of it.
All right.
So I'm doing pictures with like a rap line twist in it. So like let's say like the Far Side, right? They have like this line like the only line I would do is in the bed with you. So it's me in bed tied to a rap lyric. So there's this J. Cole line and he says there's no need to change what God already put his paintbrush on. So in that I flipped it and I'm painted naked, but it goes with the rap lyric.
No,
so
I
it
dig
hits
it.
both.
Listen, it's a great excuse to see you naked,
It
and I'm
hits
very
both,
supportive.
and it's artistic.
Why your titties though?
Huh? Well, it's my body.
Are they
Okay.
covered or are they not covered?
Paint.
See, this is great. This
Oh,
is
so you're gonna
good.
look like Mystique off X-Men.
What's that?
Mystique,
Jennifer
the-
Lawrence's
Jennifer
character.
Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
So we're not actually going to see your areola and stuff like that. All right, so it's art. That's some bullshit.
It's art.
Yeah, it's art.
What makes
But
it
see,
art?
people are like, dude,
Paint.
like,
You know what makes it art?
Paint.
If you're not struggling in life. If you're broke, it don't matter how much paint you put on somebody. That shit is not art. Let me see. Oh
it's
shit!
artistic.
Pass that shit over here, dog.
Now let me get a moment.
Come on, man.
Listen, you look like you got blasted by a unicorn.
Let me see. Don't, why would you aim the camera back at her
So
and
she
not
knows
your
what I'm
bro?
talking about. Damn.
It goes with the line though. Like, do you see how it fits?
I don't know because Schultz won't pass the fucking camera and let me see.
Damn. Yo, look at him smiling. Look at Charlemagne. So, he's smiling like a little kid
I
right
will
now.
always be a
Let's
pervert.
go. Look at that. Damn, Rikki.
See, so it's like you could tell I'm
Yo,
new.
show the camera. Can
Do
we
you
show
have
the
on
camera?
like a bikini bottom?
Man, why are you
No,
looking at the bottom?
there's like
so
there's
that's your
like a
pussy?
thing. No,
No,
there's
that's
like
bikini.
a it's like a cover.
Oh, okay.
But the top, though.
No, you can't show the camera yet. It's not out.
Can we show the camera?
No, that's for the
It's not
magazine.
out.
It's not out. What magazine is it for?
It's not. It's a calendar I'm coming out.
Snapchat
with.
that to me.
And see,
Schultz snap.
Already made.
Get that Schultz
You all
snap.
about that
son.
Schultz
snap in the building.
All right, now before we went to our commercial break, we was talking about believing in yourself, right?
Yeah.
And Chris Brown, not Chris Brown. God. No, I'm about to say fuck Chris Brown, but I'm not going to, no disrespect to Chris Brown, but fuck Chris Brown right now. Chris Rock.
Right.
Fuck Chris Brown.
I didn't mean that, and I'm just
Like,
saying I was
we're not
I meant
talking
to
about
think
that.
Chris
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Rock, you know. But Chris Rock, he's been doing some amazing,
Incredible.
interviews. He did one with Vulture Magazine that was just incredible. He did one with the Hollywood Reporter, and the last paragraph of that editorial he wrote to me should be in the Bible.
What is it?
Where he talked about not limiting yourself. He said the reason he's in the positions he's in right now is because he always believed. And he gave the analogy of Barack Obama and Reverend Jesse Jackson. And he said the reason that Barack Obama actually became president is because he believed he could be president. So Reverend Jesse Jackson never really believed he could be president, even though he did win some primary states in the South or whatever. He never really believed that he was just there to be a disrupting
Distraction.
Yeah, to like
disrupting
shock
president.
the system. Yeah.
Like in radio, for example, sometimes they'll open up a hip hop and R&B station to take away ratings from whatever hip hop and R&B station is winning in that market. So that station doesn't catch up with the pop station, which is actually the breadwinner for the company. That's what they'll do, which makes a lot of sense, right? So basically, that's what he said Jesse Jackson was. But he said the reason that Barack is in the position he's in is because he simply believed. And that's all I ever try to stress to people is to not allow this stupid ass system that we're in right now to give you an inferiority complex. Don't believe that somebody's better than you because of the color of your skin. You can do whatever it is you want to do on this planet if you simply motherfucking believe.
And you know he's saying that for people that are like over 30. He said a very interesting thing in the other article, the Vulture article, where he said like his daughters are going to be the first black people that grow up with a benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
And what he meant by that was, what he specified with, he said, my kids grew up seeing black people in the White House. Like, that's not foreign for them. Like, they grew up with black girls in the White House, a black chief of staff, a black secretary of state, like tons of black people in these positions. So he goes, so his whole thing was, it's not going to be weird for them to see that.
Yes.
Which was the success of Obama, regardless of what you think his politics are. The fact that people get to see that, kids get to see that. Not like us, because we're already ruined. Yes. Right? We already saw the shit.
We already got our prejudices. We got our stereotypes. We're trying to fucking reset our shit now.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, we're not supposed to feel that way.
Exactly. We're really trying to fix us.
We're trying to fix us. We're the dysfunctional ones.
We're the these kids.
We're the fucked up ones.
They don't need fixing.
They don't
grew
need
up seeing the shit. So what they don't need is us telling them when they already think that they can do whatever they want. Is us telling them they can't.
They can't. What? I mean, we've been saying this for the longest.
Fucking weeks.
What kind of dumb ass logic is that?
You're fucking your own kids up.
What did you say? What did you say your mom told you? The sky's the limit. You can be with all. That's what we used to get told as kids. Be all that you can be. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Now you're like, you know those cops are gonna fucking kill you because you're black, right?
Yep.
You're never gonna ever make it in life because the white people have privilege and you don't, right? What kind of fucking logic is that?
Talking about that murder shit, about the cops killing people, the realist. Was it you that sent that link to about the Milwaukee cop? The cop in Milwaukee, he was giving this press conference.
Oh yeah. I saw
shit
that.
was so dope. If you look it up, a cop, I think it's in Milwaukee, but he's giving this press conference, and he was criticized for looking on his phone while they were talking about the Ferguson decision or something like that.
No, it was another decision that happened in Milwaukee
or something like that. It was another decision, and what he basically flipped out on these reporters. He said, "Listen, I'm following a case of a girl that was shot right now. That's what I'm following, and we're trying to bring the person that shot him to justice." And he goes, you guys are getting so excited about these decisions where a cop kills a black person. But you have to understand is in Milwaukee where he was, 80% of the murders happen to black people. He's not talking about who's doing the killing. He's saying 80% of people who are killed are black. That's what I'm worried about. Not who's killing. I'm worried that 80%, he goes, the vast majority are killed by cops. The vast majority.
Listen, a saying that I love is Black Lives Matter. I take it a step further and say all lives matter, but you can keep it in Black Lives Matter. It can't be Black Lives Matter ... when a cop does it, or Black Lives Matter ... when a white person kills us. It got to be just Black Lives Matter. How about just lives matter? Period.
You should be just as upset if a black person is killed by another fucking black guy, a Chinese dude, a fucking white dude. It doesn't matter.
White people too.
In whatever occupation, right?
I don't like hearing about nobody getting killed. You know why? Because I don't want to get motherfucking killed.
Hell no.
I'm trying to be here. I want to die of natural causes at a nice 110. Minding my fucking business, okay?
No,
Still with a hard dick.
If I don't go,
I gotta still be able to get hard.
Cialis pumping through your veins.
Yeah, I gotta still be able to get hard. If I can't get hard, then it's really over. I don't care. I don't. If I ever get erectile dysfunction, take me whenever.
You got that Viagra though.
Take me as soon as my daughter graduates college.
No.
If I can't get hard, even if Viagra nothing works, like what's the point of living if you don't have a hard dick, Schultz?
But what you're saying, nothing can work at all.
Nothing. You can't get your dick can't get hard.
What if you reached a point in your life where the only way you could get your dick hard was if somebody strapped it on and fucked you?
I'm gonna have to get strapped on and fuck you. I'm gonna have to get strapped on and fuck. You're not a man.
Getting your dick hard is that important.
You're not a man if your dick can't get hard.
So you have the girl there and you tell her, hey, I know this is gonna seem a little bit weird, but wax.
It's
gonna come in the room, strap on. It won't be his penis.
Tell my wife, put the strap on.
So your wife's gonna fuck you in the ass, then you
get
fuck
hard,
her.
and then I'll fuck her.
I had a dude question for you guys.
Go.
How can you keep from peeing when you're doing it? What turns off the pee?
Oh, that's your body. That's evolution.
Yeah,
then why can R. Kelly pee on a girl?
That was amazing.
'Cause he wasn't
He's an
hard.
anomaly. Hold on.
Wait,
R. Kelly is
so
an anomaly.
when you're hard, you don't want to pee.
You could be every morning. I'm
But
hard.
yeah,
not pee.
right.
Yeah.
So then, how do you choose which
But you
one
can do it.
to
It's up
that
to you.
comes
It's
out?
magic.
Ricky Martinez, let me tell you something. You are my friend for life, and I know that we have a connection. I have never heard anybody mention that except for me. That was the most amazing thing. I know it was a 15-year-old girl. It was fucked up
Right.
what he was doing, or how old she was.
See this asshole?
But listen,
he said
listen to
this.
me.
Ricky Martin, you are a genius. You know why? You said some shit I said.
No.
Fucking
Listen, it was amazing.
You just reminded me of me.
brilliant the way that I say
Time
things
out.
that you
Was
say.
it not amazing what he did?
I don't know
He
how to.
nutted on the girl,
Okay.
peed, then nutted again.
Oh, the second nut is impressive. The
I'm
second.
talking about in a span of 30 seconds.
Listen, this is what I don't
Wow.
get. If you watch a video of an adult having sex with a minor, you can go to jail. But it's totally okay to watch R. Kelly fuck a 15-year-old.
First of all, I saw this video in a barbershop. First time I ever saw the R. Kelly tape.
Oh,
You gotta think,
except
this
if you watch it
That
in a
was before
barbershop, this is
internet, like,
perfect
before the
barbershop
internet.
fodder.
No, this is before the internet or anything.
Someone
I-
brought that up on the fucking
Literally, the
desktop.
big,
VHS.
I'll never forget it. Razor Sharp Barbershop, Goose Creek, South Carolina. I walk in the barbershop. The dude named Divine used to cut my hair. He's like, yo,
You gotta see this.
we got a fucking R. Kelly sex tape. I'm like, what the fuck you got?
You had the floppy disk.
Yo, R. Kelly on here fucking like 4 or 5 bitches. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, I swear to God, it's R. Kelly. Let me see. They set it up like the FBI was coming in, closed the curtain. We all sat down and
blinds.
shit. We smoking weed. I'm like, holy shit, that's R. motherfucking Kelly. And that shit ruined me, dog. It's 2 things on that motherfucking video I've been trying to recreate.
Okay.
Number 1, I learned how to eat ass like a champ because of that video. He ate the girl's ass with the Grammy sitting there. Amazing. He had her in the rolling chair. You bringing her back and forth. I did that. The pee cum shit
Yeah, that's impossible.
can't be done.
Yeah.
Only R. Kelly's an anomaly, yo.
Yeah,
He-
he is Wolverine-like recovery.
That's what it is. Yes.
He's
Fucking the
literally
15-year-old girl was
Wolverine.
fucked up. But I'm just talking about he came.
What happened?
Peed and came. And then told the girl,
Show me.
let it drip. Holy shit.
Hold up, but what if? And this is fucked up. But what if you can only cum
Shut up.
with
Don't say
15-year-old girl? What if that's only possible with a 15? Like what if?
What
an
if he
18
knew that? What if he wanted to like?
They're the
he was
fountain
like,
of youth or
dude,
some shit,
it has
yeah.
to be with the. Yeah.
That
Oh
sounds
my
like a kid's
God.
game too. Come pee cum. Let's
Come
play-
pee cum,
Let's
yeah.
play come pee cum.
Come pee cum.
Come pee cum.
Come pee
Come
cum.
pee cum.
Cumpy cum. Someone is gonna hashtag Cumpy cum, and I just want you to know, if you hashtag Cumpy cum, do not add us in that shit. Do not add us in that shit in Cumpy cum.
We do not want credit for that.
I was gonna say go to an ad.
Yeah, we can't go to an ad right now. Yeah, we gotta have something else, a buffer before that.
Chris Rock's article was brilliant.
Oh,
dog.
he's.
I mean, for a number of reasons. I'm gonna tell you something else he said that really made a lot of sense to me. He said that they always talk about black people being progressive. Like when Barack Obama was in the White House, they're like, "Oh, that's progressive for black people." He was like, "No, it's progressive for white people." Because white people are the ones, he said white people are crazy. White people are the ones that finally put their racism aside, put their hate for black people
And
aside.
said you can.
He said, "White." He
forth.
said,
Yes.
"There's been a black guy that could be president for the last 100 years."
Absolutely.
He goes, "The only difference is white people got nicer." It's so hysterical. So we just gotta hope white people keep being
Keep
nice.
being
Nice.
nice.
It's
Damn.
fucking interesting, dude.
Truth.
But it's very interesting. Like, of course, there was a black guy who was qualified to be president 100 years ago. Yes, I still think there's been progression. You know, I mean, that's the thing that Rock does in that Vulture article that was great. Is he's such a great, I don't even know how speaker that you want to agree before you think about it. Like the last thing he said about. He's like, white people don't want to feel guilty about, slavery because they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
He goes, but you have nothing to do with all the money that your parents made.
Yeah.
Right? And at first I go, oh, that's so true. But then I go, wait a minute. Not all white people have fucking tons of money. There's this
Right.
illusion that all white people just get this $1 million check when their parents die, when in reality, that's not the case. And 2, there's all different types of privilege.
Right.
I'm 6'2", right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Yeah.
tall and I'm not ugly, right? I'm actually, some people might say I'm good looking, right? That is a huge privilege.
I hate height privilege. I can't look over the fridge.
Yeah, but you got
Yeah.
boobs, so there's
Oh,
privilege
boob
there. Like,
privilege.
you know what I mean? There's
And you're pretty. Pretty girl privilege is a
girl
motherfucker.
Girl privilege.
Don't get it fucked up, Ricky
Hey,
Martinez.
listen, there's a lot of
Damn.
radio DJs, they would not do that fucking photo spread that you just
seriously.
showed us with.
Seriously, all just
Okay?
like, when the last time you paid for a meal?
I was about to pay earlier.
You was about to, but I stopped you. I'm like, no, what are you doing? How dare you? You're beautiful. Stop it. The fuck is wrong with you?
I got a theory that attractive women don't pay for shit under $2. Like, if you want extra barbecue sauce at McDonald's, right?
Right.
I got to pay 50 cents. There's no
Oh, I
fucking
didn't
way.
know they charged for that.
Yes, she didn't
I
even
really
know.
didn't know they charged for
Do
that.
you know they charge you for meals at
50
McDonald's?
cents.
No, like
you know
the
that?
extra stuff.
Yo, barbecue sauce costs 50 cents, and it should cost 25, but they know that we got to pay for the women they aren't going to charge, so they charge us fucking 50.
All jokes aside, when did I think you paid for a meal, Ricky? Seriously.
You got to think on that
That's
shit.
the
This
fuck
is
up.
absurd.
That's pretty girl privilege.
My point is that everybody, there's tons of different privileges. It's not just your parents give you money. It's not just white skin. It's not. There's intelligence privilege, right?
Right.
There's people who are just. Stephen Hawking is fucking smart. Neil deGrasse Tyson. These people are fucking geniuses.
Right.
Their life is way easier. Shit, give me intelligence privilege over anything else because you can manipulate everybody in your fucking
Okay,
path.
so
That's
good
wild,
point.
yeah.
Is there intelligence privilege and education privilege?
Well, education is different than intelligence
I know,
privilege.
but that's what
You
I'm
know,
asking.
You didn't go to college, but you're clearly one of the smartest people I know, so you have privilege.
That's not a good thing, Schultz.
Well, saying it
And
is
vice versa, which isn't a good thing.
But here's the thing: saying it maybe is not a good thing. But the fact that I know you, I think you're an intelligent person. I go to you when there's things I'm like, yo, what is his spin on this?
Yeah.
But because you have that intellect, when you're in a room full of people, and I'm sure you feel it, you don't go, oh man, I don't know what's going on here. You go, no, I can control what's going
Right.
on here. I see
Without
without
question.
without question. That is a huge fuck. Not every person is like that.
That's real.
We know some dumb motherfuckers.
That's real.
Hey, LeBron James is 6'9". He's probably the most perfectly put together human being in the world. He is a huge privilege because he's black. Okay, so maybe
And he's got a screen basketball IQ too.
he's when I say perfectly put together, I'm not just talking about physicality. I'm talking about his intellect. The guy can remember every play. Bill Russell, one of the greatest basketball players in the world, can remember every play of every basketball game he's ever played. Like you can go, what happened in this game? He goes, I mean, it's insane. So it's like that type of IQ. That's a huge fucking privilege.
It's also frustrating too, and you talk about this a lot, and I it's something I think about often. But it's like, is knowing too much a bad thing? It's like knowing that you can control the room, knowing that the things that come out of people's mouth are so fucking stupid. It's being aware. It's being too aware. A gift or a curse.
Say what you
Sometimes
said to
I
me
look at
yesterday,
that like
yeah.
with my sister. She's like very complacent, like living like the 9 to 5, like
happy
day
is
to
she?
day. Like, and I just look at her and it's like, I'm the thinker. I'm the why is this way? And it's like she's just so happy. Like, and I'm just like, you don't want more for yourself? And she's like, why? I'm good. Like, and I'm like, you don't see this that's going on. And she's like, it's okay.
No.
Like the food you're eating, it's bad. Like it tastes good.
You're
like,
all
it's
worried
like,
about your future and shit, and she's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I was talking to after the podcast Ben Hameen, who's on another one of the podcast Fan Bros, and we were talking about privilege and just like happiness in general. Happiness is relative, right? What is happiness? Happiness isn't like 0 to 100. You could be rich, right? But that doesn't make you happy.
Right.
Yeah,
You
that's
could
why
have.
a lot of rich people kill themselves.
That
all
lot
the
of rich
time.
That's
people,
wild.
but because happiness isn't about once I attain this I have happiness. Every step of the way there's shit that fucks you up.
Right.
So it's like they say the happiest person is the richest person in a neighborhood. You could be in the projects as long as you're the richest dude in the projects. You're the happiest.
Absolutely.
You're the richest person in the cul-de-sac. You're the happiest. So this idea like once you get this it's happy. You're happy. No, it's not.
I think happiness is a choice.
Sure.
I think you wake up in the morning and you can choose what fucks with you and what doesn't fuck with you. Like you get, like I always say, I'm not putting that in my spirit,
Right.
Because I know what's gonna fuck with me and I know what's not gonna fuck with me. And I know what's gonna make me happy and what's not gonna make me happy. I choose to be happy. I just choose to be happy. I just refuse to be anything else.
Have you guys in Pursuit of Happiness, the movie?
Yeah.
Where like Will's like, it's funny how they put it in writing that we are free to have like
Pursuit of
life,
happiness.
liberty, and
Yeah.
pursuit of happiness. They never said attainment of happiness. Like they knew it was always going to be a pursuit. It's always something you chase. It's never something you are told, even from the beginning of our America, to have. It's always the pursuit of it.
We wake up in the morning and do things that make us happy. Like me, I wake up, I pray, take a shit. As I'm shitting, I'm checking my Twitter. Take a shower. You use your favorite facial products. You know what I'm saying? You dry off. You put on the clothes that are going to make you feel good for that day.
Right.
You get in the car. You turn on that song that's going to make you
Pump you
happy
up,
and
right.
excite you. You eat what you want for breakfast. Going to make you happy. Every moment of the day is a pursuit of happiness. Every moment.
It's not guaranteed to anybody.
Nope.
To nobody.
And to what we were saying about like the gift and the curse about like is it or
Being
you were
aware.
saying
Right.
about your sister, maybe she's ignorant to certain things that
Right.
you're not just because she's living in her world, but maybe she's more happy. We were talking about this about poverty, right? When you're poor and you're young, you don't know you're poor.
You have
Yeah,
no
that's
clue.
just life. That's just the way life
And you're
is.
happy
Yeah.
because you don't think so.
You're
in a way,
underprivileged. Yeah.
in a way, I think the internet is making us less happy because all it helps us do is focus on the other people that
makes,
are happy.
and not only that, it makes motherfuckers so aware.
Yeah.
We're too aware.
Like,
Yo, we're too fucking aware.
and aware of the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Because all the internet is right now is, hey, look how great my life is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the
You don't
second-
show what
You don't show
fucks
the
you
shit
up.
things?
No.
So when I go on the internet and I say, yo, I'm just doing this. I just got this special. I just got these things. I just got all these things going on. And I start thinking, well, fuck, I'm not posting any of the cool
Yeah.
things. I need to do some cool shit. When in reality, they're just as fucking miserable as I am.
That's a great point. I bet you plastic surgery has shot up because of social media.
Oh yeah.
And, and that's why I was telling you earlier about that fucking app that Justin Bieber and Floyd Mayweather got. The shot
Shots.
shit, they can't leave comments. And that's why people like going on that app, because they can post pictures, but nobody can
say
fucking
shit.
respond. That Instagram with the likes and
Yeah.
Facebook with the likes, people leave comments and fuck with you like, yo, people pick everything apart. Last night, it's fucking Tuesday night. I go get a fucking Christmas tree for the house. I put up the Christmas tree in the crib. The caption is, Christmas tree going up on a Tuesday. Motherfuckers is like, what's up with your fucking walls, yo? like the stupidest shit.
You will find something.
The dumbest shit.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, that is the wackest tree I've ever seen. I don't even got nothing on the tree yet. No
Right.
ornaments, no
it's just
nothing.
automatically whacked.
Automatically. That you cannot tell me that shit does not fuck with you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, but you have this way of not allowing it to fuck with
Hold
you.
on, time out. What was he doing?
What? What's going on?
He's about to eat a sandwich.
Yeah, I can't eat a
You
sandwich.
no, you can't eat on
You're
the
gonna
fucking.
be all
You
muffled.
can't eat.
Drives the listeners.
The listeners hate that shit.
Yeah, but what
Schultz.
if I get really low blood sugar and then I...
Schultz, we're talking about people being happy. You can make the listeners happy, Schultz, and don't eat on the fucking podcast.
Don't be selfish.
Yeah, you're right. I am being selfish. My bad. I'm going to turn my face away when I eat.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pay some bills. You got about 60 seconds to eat, okay? All right. Let's talk about Bevel.
All right.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You're a fucking dick. Bevel. Get clearer, smoother skin with Bevel, okay? Who doesn't want that? Bevel is the first and only shaving system created for men with coarse, curly hair. Dermatologist tested by Dr. Michelle Henry. 4 out of 5 men reported reduced razor bumps, discoloration, and irritation. Now, do you shave, Rikki?
Yeah.
Do you shave your pum pum or do you get it waxed?
I actually got it waxed for the first time.
Really?
Last week. Yeah, it hurt.
We're gonna talk about all
Really bad.
Ricky's first in a minute.
Yeah.
I've heard about 4 firsts from you.
I've had a lot of firsts these past 2 months. I've just been on my like YOLO tip this past month.
Is this the first time you heard
Sorry,
about
Drake.
Bevel?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bevel was created by Tristan Walker, a young entrepreneur who wanted to serve a unique need in the marketplace. And ladies, Bevel is the perfect gift for this time of year, okay? Dad, brother, husband. The presentation and packaging alone is impressive. Unboxing the Bevel kit feels like an event. The starter kit comes with a safety razor, shaving brush, blades, priming oil, shaving cream, and a cooling restoring balm, which Andrew Schultz loved and could tell you about if he didn't have a mouthful of sandwiches. Shut the fuck up.
It's a story bar.
Shut
so
up.
delicious. I mean, really good.
It's time to upgrade your shaving routine. Check out getbevel.com today. Use code IDIOTS to get 20% off your first month at getbevel.com. That's GETBEVEL.com. Back to the show. Now, Rikki, you've had a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
You've been doing this real cool thing with J. Cole.
Right.
We talked about earlier. He announced that his album is coming out like about 3 weeks ago,
Yeah,
but it's actually coming
3
out on the
weeks.
15th, right?
9th. On the
The
9th.
9th?
Yeah.
Oh,
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Holy shit. So it's coming out on the 9th. So he's been just using you basically
Right,
to
because
tweet.
he doesn't want to do interviews. Like he just wants it to be very fan interactive.
Got you.
So I'm a big Cole fan, and when we interview, I like to delve into the actual music of things with the artists I interview. So like he just saw like, dude, if anyone can represent them and us, it would be Rikki.
That's dope.
So I go around and I'm taking the vines, taking pictures, taking videos of what's going on, and kind of letting fans into the world of what's like this promo run and being their voice to whatever they want said.
So you're a really West Coast girl. So you
Right.
You've been traveling a lot of places you've never
Right.
been, like
Never
North Carolina.
Been. Yeah. Like
And you
North
had
Carolina.
grits for the first time.
I did.
Tell us about that experience.
It
Tell
was-
us about
it's
the
like
grain
oatmeal.
that raised me.
Yeah, it's like oatmeal, but it's better.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you have it with? Eggs?
No, just by itself.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I just was like. Hey, I want to try grits, and they're like, okay, here's drink it.
J. Cole's
You know
giving
what
a plain bowl of
I
grits?
also tried for the first time? Chick-fil-A. Yes.
Overrated.
Get the fuck out of here, Schultz. Shut the fuck up.
Overrated.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Overrated.
Bullshit. I was in South Carolina for Thanksgiving weekend. I went to Chick-fil-A twice.
Let me tell you something. I went to Chick-fil-A. Last time I went to Chick-fil-A, my after eating, my stomach hurt so badly.
What did you get?
I got a regular chicken sandwich, and I feel like I feel like the sandwich knew I believed in gay rights.
Oh, I need you to clear this one up.
It was punishing me for my.
Oh, because you like
the
oh,
owners,
okay, got
yeah,
you. All right, okay, got you. You could have been allergic to peanut oil. Because they
I'm
cook
not allergic to peanut oil.
They cook everything in peanut oil.
I'm not allergic
that's
to peanut
cool.
oil.
Chick-fil-A is the most amazing thing. I'm telling you the best
It's
thing.
not that. It's a chicken fucking sandwich. You guys make all this big. Dude, you know what I noticed about the South? You guys make a big deal about the most basic shit. Sweet tea. It's fucking tea and sugar. That's all it is.
New
You put fucking
Yorkers,
sugar
New Yorkers
and tea.
love
Oh
Chick-fil-A.
my god, chicken. It's
No.
fried.
Sweet
Yeah,
tea.
fucking KFC.
That's real though. The sweet tea
Rikki.
thing.
Everything about the South is the most basic fucking
No.
shit, and you make a big deal about
Was
it.
Chick-fil-A not
Everything.
amazing?
Name
Chick-fil-A
another
was
Southern
good.
thing. What's
I-
another fucking Southern thing that they like? Grits. It's
Yeah.
fucking butter. That's all grits is.
This is not butter.
It's butter and
No, it's
fucking
not.
the shit that
Wait,
doesn't
what
make
is
it
grits
into oatmeal.
though? Because I ate it and
Grits
it was
is a
good, but I
grain.
didn't know what it was. Oh, okay.
It's actually
This is
corn.
what it is. It's poor people's
Oh.
quinoa.
Grits is corn.
That's what it is. It's quinoa for people who can't afford quinoa.
Grits,
That's what it is.
Grits is actually corn, and it tastes amazing with scrambled eggs.
Oh,
and I'm gonna tell you what
okay.
else it tastes great with: fish or shrimp.
Really? I
Yes,
thought it was a
fish and
breakfast
grits.
food.
It is a breakfast food, but you eat fish and
Fish?
grits for breakfast.
Oh.
Look at this Southern shit.
Fish and grits, shrimp and grits. Oh,
What do they
amazing.
do in fucking New Orleans? A crawfish boil, or it is. All that is
No, I don't like that
fucking
type of
eating
shit.
without plates.
I don't like
That's
that
all
shit.
that fucking is. Hey,
don't like
let's take
crawfish
away
shit.
the fucking plates.
What's gumbo?
It's so basic. This South.
Gumbo is a bunch of things.
Gumbos, we got
leftovers.
leftovers. Let's put it all in the same
I'm
fucking
gonna tell
bowl.
you. I'm gonna tell you the difference between the
It's
South.
the most basic shit.
I'ma
The
tell you-
South is so basic. Stop taking fucking.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. I'm gonna tell you the
basic
difference between the
ass attitude.
South and the North.
Uh-huh.
The South, we believe less is more. We take pride in the
You
simple
never
things in
had
life.
any.
The New York, what they do, they make everything seem so big, but it ain't shit.
Oh, yeah?
The New York Giants, the New York Jets, the New York fucking Knicks, okay? The fucking Yankees now.
What buildings you got that are as tall as the Empire State Building in the South?
Doesn't
The
matter.
fucking Sweet Tea Factory?
What's
Is
in
that
the
how
Empire
fucking
State
tall
Building?
it is? Huh?
What's in the Empire State Building?
Shit, glass? I don't know.
But see,
Exactly.
wait, in
You
New
don't even know.
York, in New York, they
fucking
had
know
to
about
make their
these
buildings tall because they don't have anywhere to expand. They
Exactly.
have to build
In
up.
the South, they got tons of fucking room because no one wants to be there.
Exactly. So basically, in New York, you have all these big ass
Like
buildings.
that's out of necessity.
These big ass buildings that serve no purpose. You know what the Empire State Building is famous for?
What?
King Kong climbing the motherfucker.
Exactly. That's a big fucking
He
deal.
don't even exist.
That's a big fucking deal.
No.
It is.
No.
Half of the shit in the South doesn't exist. You believe in ghosts. You don't believe in King Kong?
I definitely believe in ghosts.
I believe in ghosts.
And you
too.
know why you don't believe in ghosts in New York?
Why?
Because there's 20 billion people here, and even if you walk by one, you be like, oh, that's just some motherfucker
Yeah,
that's
it's a
walking
homeless
by.
guy.
It's a homeless-
What if our homeless people were really
We're
ghosts?
ghosts.
The whole time we're just
giving them change and shit.
All they're doing is they're going, ooh,
Oh my gosh.
We're giving them change and shit.
This whole time, fuck.
Listen, if we found out all homeless people were ghosts, we'd never give them change.
Hell no, we wouldn't.
Never. That's why I told you before. I believe that homeless people are actually angels, and it could be Jesus. We don't know, but they're testing
Testing
us
us.
to see how much we give a fuck about our
I don't
fellow
think they're
man.
angels. I think they do fucking heroin. That's what I think.
I never ignore homeless people.
I do every single time.
I don't
I actually got upset because this homeless guy goes to me, "Hey man, can I get a slice of pizza?" I go, "Yeah, sorry man." He goes, "I just want a slice of pizza." And I go, "I know, I'm sorry man." He goes, "Man, it's a slice of pizza." I go, "Well, then fucking ask the pizza place for this shit. The fuck you asking me? Do I look like I own a
Where
goddamn
about
pizza
pizza?
place? The entitlement. How are you going to be entitled
Yeah, you
to
can't
my
be homeless
motherfucking
and
money?"
entitled.
He goes, "I live all the way in Brooklyn." I go, "Hold on, you got a house?
Oh my
How the fuck are you
gosh.
going to ask
Well,
me?"
you're not
for fucking-
homeless.
You're not homeless.
If you got a house, you're not homeless.
piece of shit.
A
I'm
friend of
over it.
mine said that they found like there was a homeless guy like outside of the freeway exit, and so
Yeah.
he would always give him money. And then one time he turned into the gas station that was right next to it, and he saw the homeless guy in his car like picking a sign
Yup.
to go use.
Yeah, they're
And he's
faking.
like,
A
since
lot of
then
these
I've
people's
never.
fake.
But because you think about it, how many red lights? Like every 5 minutes?
Yeah.
So that's money.
a lot
like
of
that,
money.
like coming in.
Tax-free money
Yeah.
that you don't spend, that you don't have to do nothing
It's
for.
a
Nothing.
hustle.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There's only one homeless guy I would never give money, and it's the 4040 Club in New York. About 5-6 years ago, when I first moved up here, he used to be this homeless guy who used to stand outside the 4040 Club asking for money, but he would always be jacking off. And the first time I ever saw him jacking off, I was like, why the fuck is he holding in his hand that's so fucking big and shiny?
Yo, okay.
He's got this big ass shiny dick.
Can I tell you-
And I'm like, I'm never giving him no money because his dick is way bigger than mine. You can't make nothing work with
That's
that
why.
big ass fucking
tell you
shiny dick.
something.
He's got a big ass shiny dick.
Homeless people, there are no homeless people with small dicks.
What?
I've never seen a homeless guy with a small dick.
Okay, I've only seen one homeless person.
I grew up here. Okay, dog. I've seen some dicks. I've seen some homeless dicks.
Dick talk.
Dick segment. Let me tell you, these dollar pizza dicks are fucking humongous. Okay.
What?
Dollar pizza is where the homeless people eat, and I feel like that's where the dick comes from. But they're gigantic. And my theory is this: I feel like when you have a dick that big, you don't have as much ambition. Right? So their dicks were so big that they had everything given to them throughout their lives. And eventually they just fucking ran out of a job.
Makes so
like
much
talent. Like when you have so much talent, you don't feel like you got to fight for it.
Exactly. Like you can see all these guys in the NBA who are so fucking physically gifted, but they don't put the work in, so they suck.
It's the same thing like a homeboy. Like you have homeboys that ask you for money, and I'll be like, well, what's wrong with your hands? What's wrong with your
can't
feet?
work?
You can't fucking work?
Get a job.
So if I see this motherfucker with this huge ass dick jacking off in front
Sell
of
that
40,
dick, bro.
I'm not giving you no fucking money.
Oh my God.
You clearly got something that you can make some goddamn
You know how
money
you
off.
donate your hair to Locks of Love? Donate your fucking dick to
Go
Dicks
to a
of
blowing
Love.
company, take a fucking shower,
You're saying
and use that big shiny dick to fuck some women.
fuck a shower. Think about this. You don't think people would pay to watch a girl suck a homeless guy's dick? Bro,
Instead of
I
Bang
would
Bros,
pay to
instead
watch
of Bang Bros, it'd be Bum Bros.
Bum
Bros.
Bum Bros. You're saying you wouldn't pay to watch a pretty ass girl suck a homeless guy's dick? Fucking feta cheese all around the rim of the schmegma and shit. Oh, the dreadlock pubic hair. You wouldn't watch
Oh my
it? I would pay
gosh.
top dollar to see that shit.
So Ricky, are big dicks
That's crazy.
Are big dicks is a big deal?
I think so. And not just because it feels better. It's just like
How big is big?
Like big butts feel better when you're doing them, right?
No. I like wet pussy.
Oh, that's true.
No, but how big is big?
I don't know. I'm little,
Are
so
you with a guy?
my perception. No,
You have no guy right now.
No.
Who was the last guy you were with?
but he was big.
What was
What do
he?
you call it big? Like
He was
bigger than that
Peruvian
microphone
too.
you're talking into?
This is good size.
But was that man?
I don't know. I don't know where to compare.
Was that man you was having sex with? Was his dick as big as that microphone?
Yeah.
Now, Charlamagne claims that his penis grows 1/4 of an inch in the summer. Have you experienced this with any men before?
It's 7 inches.
He's a
3/4, 8
scientific
when it's warm.
anomaly.
Really?
Yes, 2.5 inches
You-
of girth, 3
His
in the
dick
summer.
expands like one of those
It
fucking
does.
dinosaurs you put in the bathtub.
Oh my
It
god.
does. It absolutely does. When it's warm, even in room temperature, I've noticed.
I have another question.
Yes.
This is so weird. I've never said this word before. Do fat pussies matter over regular?
Which word, fat or pussy?
Fat, like, cause what does that term mean?
Fat pussy?
Yeah.
It's just a term we use to make women insecure about their pussies.
No, it's
Right.
not. No, it's not. No, it's
So
not.
is that
It's a
that?
compliment.
No such thing
Okay,
as a
is
fat.
it a compliment or a diss?
No, there's
You
no-
just don't know what it is because sometimes a girl might have a pad on. You're like, damn, she got a fat pussy, but no, it's really a pad.
But we don't
Right.
like, it's
You
not
know?
like you see a fat pussy and you're like, oh, that's the pussy I want. This is a fat
No,
one.
I'll turn to my boy and be like, oh, she got a fat ass pussy.
Yeah, but it doesn't
See, so
feel any
what's the
better.
good or bad in that?
It don't matter to me. I just wanted to stay wet.
Exactly.
Okay.
The point is, the pussy. It's all about the inside. You know how sometimes it looks crazy. The outside, it looks like a jellyfish a little bit. Like the outsides are just hanging down. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Like you don't like those.
Of girls?
Yeah.
No, I just know what you're talking about.
Okay,
That means
but
you done got fucked so much that your goddamn pussy is
Gave
retreating
up.
from your body.
sometimes the pussy
Isn't
is
that
just
like just
I'm outta
like
here.
nature? Like you can't choose if you
When
have.
your pussy lips start to drop.
Oh, I don't know that.
I mean, maybe it is nature. You know what it looks like? It looks like.
Like don't they say like pastrami or something?
It,
Like
it looks no,
pastrami
but it looks like your pussy
curtains?
had an undershirt on and then it got untucked. You know what I'm saying? You know when you're wearing a button down, you go to a fancy event, you start partying, and then the undershirt. You can
So
see-
that doesn't feel good, or it doesn't look
if the
good.
inside is good, it's
Right?
good.
I just care about wet pussy. I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about.
What
right
Hope
now.
Solo? If Hope Solo had a wet
No,
pussy,
hell no. Fuck no.
Why you don't
Hope
like her?
Oh,
No, Hope Solo pussy look like a goddamn
Oh, you've
wormhole
seen
that you
it?
travel through to get to other dimensions and shit.
oh, dude,
like-
it looks like the Tesseract.
yeah, absolutely.
Wait,
That's a
her
time
thing
warp.
is out there like that?
It hangs down. You know what her pussy looks
Hope
like?
Solo's pussy like that shit in
How did you
Interstellar that
see
they went
it?
to.
Is what I'm
It
asking.
looks like a first down jacket.
How
you know
did
that
you
shit
see
with a
it?
hood on the first down
She
jacket?
had nude photos.
Oh, there you
on
go.
the fappening.
On Interstellar.
Oh,
when-
there's
when
a
she
website
fucking went
for
into
that.
the goddamn
The black hole.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Hope Solo's
That's
pussy.
Hope Solo.
They went into Hope Solo's pussy and they thought they were gone for a day, but it was
What
really
if she
Real
gives
talk.
good brain though? Then
I mean, she better give good
Yeah.
brain.
You got to when your pussy look like that. When your pussy stops working, when your pussy is so like raggy and deteriorated, all you got to do is fall back on your
There's
mouth.
literally no elasticity to her pussy. You know, like what your hair bands. You know when
Yeah.
your hairband is done and it just is a circle.
Yeah.
That's what her pussy looks like.
that's now I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk some radio shit, right? You used to be on Big Boy in the morning,
Yeah.
and like most of us radio folks do,
Right.
we got let go. I've been fired 4 times.
Right.
What happened with you?
that's crazy. First of all, just the conversation that I had with you, because we both worked under somebody that was already established.
Yes,
and I
worked
think
with Williams. You worked with Big Boy.
yeah, and I think that
Shout out to
was
Thanos.
like a gift and a curse for me on my end, because I had came into a show that was already set and the roles were already set, and it's like, you want to be here, you have to be that. But my mind state, like, you have a vision for yourself, and you like. To be honest with you, like, I didn't cry the whole time. Like, I was very like, okay, this is a relief. Now I can move on. But when you spoke to me and you told me, like, when you work under somebody, sometimes your vision or your dreams for yourself gets out of frame or blurred, because your moves start becoming what their vision is, or for what they want to do with their career. And in that, you lose yourself. And some people have relationships like that. A lot of times it felt like a relationship, because it felt like a very controlling one. I couldn't do this because it didn't fit what their vision for the show was. And it's like, but what about what I want to do or how I want to be perceived? You lose that. It's because you're a part of a show now. You have to be the show. Like, you can't be anything else. So a lot of the times I'm built to ask questions. Like, I'm not, and it could be perceived as rebellious, but it's more so like, I want to know why I'm doing something. Like, so Rikki, do this or be this way. Okay, why do you want me to do that? And I'm very passionate. Like, Big told me my passion is what's gonna fuck me up in my career, and that hurt, because it's like, yeah, and he's like, there's a such thing as being over passionate.
No, it's not.
And like, it hurt me. Like, it really, because it's like, I'm passionate. Like I can understand when Kanye rants sometimes, because I see like the frustration in someone that's so passionate and about what they do.
There's a difference between ranting and being over.
No,
passionate.
that's why I said sometimes.
Okay.
Because like, you want to express yourself, and then when you're being hindered or you're being told don't,
You're frustrated.
like, yeah, you're just like in this box, like trying to get out. And that's how I constantly felt. Like, I was there, like, I'm here, but like, it's like, what's the cost to live your dream? Like, I'm here at Power, which I grew up listening to, and I wanted to be this whole time. And I could have been in a small city, whatever that station was that did it, like, I wanted to be there. But it just so happened to be in LA. And once I got there, it's like, okay, you're here, but you have to be this way. You have to not say your opinion about a certain artist that you don't like, because we have relationships. Like, I couldn't say I didn't like Drake, because that was like, we kissed his ass all the time. Drake went on the show, started talking shit about Kendrick, and I'm like, dude, Kendrick's our star. Like, how can we?
LA.
Yeah, how can we not defend Kendrick?
Yeah.
So what's funny is like, this is like, so Drake came on and was saying like Kendrick's a certain way, and he was trying. He basically, Kendrick's a bitch. He tried to say on air.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I never saw that interview.
Yeah, he was just because he was in New York, and then we ISDN'd, so it sounded like he was live. So there's no video.
Oh, okay.
But he was just kind of like, yeah, I saw him at the VMAs after. He's all trying to act cool with me. Like, you can't say that. You ain't real. Like, you a bitch to me. Like, if you're in a song talking shit to me, but when you see me, you want to hug me.
I think I did hear that.
Or stuff like that.
Okay.
And then he was like, and Kendrick's put himself in a box. Now all he has to do, all he can do now is talk shit on a record. Like, that's what we see you for. So he's saying all this. Wait, he's saying all these things, and my mic is down. They put my mic down because I can't say anything back. Because it's like, let Drake talk. It's Drake. Like, let him be.
Oh God, I
like,
hate people that
he's our star. Like, let him be. And I'm just like, bro, like, this is Kendrick. Like, this is LA. Like, how can we be the only rap station out here and not have his back right now?
Word.
So like, I would fight, and before the interview, since it was pre-recorded, before the interview went out, like, I fought to be able to even insert like little comments, like, he didn't put himself in a box, like, and it's like, so in the actual interview that aired, you hear me say that, but they didn't want Drake to hear us say that, if that makes any sense, because it's like don't get Drake mad. And it's like, bro, come on, like stand up for yourselves. So there's those little isms, or those little things were always like brought upon me. And because I'm so passionate about music and about hip hop, when I was like, dude, like, let's get this artist on. No, they're not gonna sell. They ain't shit. Bro, like, I fought for a lot of people to come on, and they were just like, Rikki, like, we have a system.
Like who?
Like, don't, like, they didn't want to bring Q on, like Schoolboy Q. They were like, dude, Kendrick's the star of a rap crew. Like, there's only one. Like, there's not going to be another one. And I'm like, no, but y'all don't, no, he's, he's not marketable. Like, he's dirty looking.
Yeah,
like,
but the kids love Schoolboy Q.
yeah, and I'm telling
love
them,
Ab-Soul. They love
no one there.
It was like a Black Mac Miller.
Yeah, no one there is street level talking to people, or really like a person that downloads music. It's all being given to them by interns or something. Like, none of them are living the lifestyle of this age. I was. And I'm just like, no, you don't understand. His tape or his, like, this is how they're talking about him here. And, like, I fought for him to come on. And then that's why, like, TDE now, they're like, dude, Rikki, they care about who championed them before everyone else did.
Absolutely.
So then it's like, so then that becomes threatening to the people in charge. Because the people in charge are not this way. And they've made it without being this way. So it's kind of like when you're entering a corrupt system. And I don't even want to be that person to be like, it's corrupt, but it fucking is. When you're entering a corrupt system and you're just, my heart's in it. Like I told you, I wanted to be in it for the power of the word or what someone talking to you can do to you. Like when you come in with the good intention, that's almost looked at as bad. Because they would rather the person that doesn't ask questions. They would rather the person that wants to do anything to keep their job. So they'll do whatever you say. And I was like, dude, I love what I'm doing, but why do I have to do this? So in the end, when they said, like, your passion will be the reason you're gone, it became that.
I don't agree with that statement. That
at that situation.
I don't agree.
So wait,
with,
you were let go from what, Power?
Yeah. And it was like a weird, like.
How long ago? Because we saw you recently.
About like 3 months. Like it was like a month out. It was after the BET Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta. Okay. I had went, and see, this is why it's so weird. Like I had went to the BET Hip Hop Awards. They didn't send me with any microphone or any video guy. So I bought a recorder in Atlanta, my own recorder at a Best Buy. I did my interviews there. Came back. We had a celebrity basketball game. I was doing the red carpet interviews there, and I had my recorder and. I was like, I'm going to get extra audio from, like, because Amber Rose is coming, Karuchi's coming, like, I'll get stuff at the game. Long story short, Amber Rose's baby, like, was playing with my recorder, and I had lost it. Like, I went to go interview Ariana Grande. I came back, and the recorder was gone. And I was like, oh, maybe baby Sebastian took it or something. Because he was just playing, like, little kids do. And so the next day... And so,
Amber had left, right?
Yeah, Amber had did. And so, like, I hit up my assistant producer, who was the one that I was, like... that was there at the time. Our main producer isn't really there all the time. So, like, when he's not there, our go-to is the assistant. So I told him, I'm like, hey, by the way, I lost my recorder. But when I was in Atlanta, I also recorded on my phone. So, like, I'll strip that audio. So the next day, I'm in the studio. I'm stripping the audio from my phone, and it comes like, and I'm cutting it and I'm getting it ready. And this is for the BET Hip Hop Awards. That's what I had my recorder for. And I had asked my assistant producer, like, by the way, the audio from the red carpet from the basketball game, do you want me to get it or do you want to handle it? And he's like, no, I'll handle it. So the next morning, I have everything done from Atlanta, and he tells me, like, hey, the video guys sent me a dead link. Here's the new link of the audio, non-edited. Can you edit it? We're playing it the same day? And I'm just like, yeah, give it to me. I'll cut it and I'll edit it. As I'm cutting and editing that audio, which he said, like, he was gonna do, my producer comes in and is like, what's going on with the audio? What happened in Atlanta? And I was like, what do you mean? And he thought that I had lost station, like, product. Like, he thought, like, I was using a station microphone. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I lost my recorder, like mine, I bought it. And I thought that was the problem. And he's like, well, where's the audio? And I was like, oh, well, I have it too from my phone. And he's like, why didn't you tell me about it? And I was like, I told Edgar about it. And he's like, and what's going on with the audio from the basketball game? And I'm like, I'm editing it right now. And he's like, why isn't it edited? And I'm like, because Edgar said he was going to do it and he didn't. And so he sent it to me this morning. And I was just trying to, like, I was like trying to, like, please him, like, appease the, like, from any situation. And he's like, no, that was your job, it's not Edgar's job. And I was like, bro, like, it's here though, like, it's done, like, here, like, it's there for you. He's like, no, this is unacceptable. And he, like, dipped and we didn't run anything. Keep in mind, these things, like the basketball game, it's like having a station concert like Powerhouse and not talking about it the next day. Like, so I'm like, the audio is ready, and he decided not to run it. So then our PD gets involved, and he's like, look, why didn't you run the audio? Basically on my producer, like, what the fuck? It was ready. And he's
PD
like,
is program director for everybody who's
yeah.
listening. Yeah.
And so my producer was like, well, Rikki's job was to get it ready, and it wasn't ready. And then we had a meeting about it, and I'm like, look, I have the email right here. First of all, here's Edgar telling me, like, he's got it. And then here's the email of me sending in the audio, so it was ready by the time it was scheduled. And he's like, no, it was supposed to be there the night before. And I'm like, then here's the email of Edgar telling me this morning, the night before, the link was dead. Like, I was like clearing every possible like crime they were getting. And keep in mind, this shit happens in radio. Like people lose audio, people lose tools.
Absolutely.
Like this shit it's an error, but it's not like fire worthy.
But when they're ready to fire you,
they will find it.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm like in there, like I'm like, look, I'm clearing it. But then my producer is like, well, remember last year when she was late 3 times in 1 month, which I fucked up.
Why the fuck was you late 3 times in 1 month, Rikki?
That was bad. That was me being an idiot.
That was that dick, wasn't it?
It was.
I knew
it was.
That was that big dick motherfucker.
That was stupid ass dick.
Big
That's
dick
what that was.
Big dick lateness.
So when that happened, it's true. It's true.
What happened?
So when that happened, they made me
with the dick. What happened with
was
the
fucking
dick?
the shit out you?
Fuck that dick.
Really?
Well, not literally, but fuck like.
He was really fucking you, and you couldn't get up in the morning.
No,
well, it's like
she
it's
was
the
fucking him. She
cupcake
was
time.
up.
It's the boyfriend, like,
Gotcha,
and it's
gotcha.
like you oversleep because you hang out with them too much, or like you're dumb shit. Love,
Okay.
Yo,
love
real
fuck shit up.
Real quick, follow me on Snapchat. Show Snap. All right. Go back to the
So technically, you should have been fired for being late 3 times.
No, they made me sign a paper that a letter like if you're late again or if you disrupt work again, then you're let go automatically, no questions asked. So I signed it because I'm like I'm not gonna fuck up like this again. So I was never late again. But then they brought it up this time, and he's like, "Remember she said that?" And then my PD's like, "Yes, Rikki, you did say that, but she's clearing everything up." And then he's like, and then our PD's like, "Well, did this disrupt work at all?" And my producer's like, yeah, for like a day and a half, this has been my focus. Like, I haven't been able to think of anything but this. And I have a show to do. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, we're going to suspend you for 5 days. And in those 5 days, we'll let you know, like, if we're going to keep you or not. I came back after those 5 days. And then they were like, you know, we're just,
Run, Rikki, run.
But at the time, they like wanted, like, I'm just there. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all going to say when people ask why I got let go? Like, she lost a station recorder that was hers.
They don't gotta worry about.
So what have they been saying? What have they been telling people?
So then that day, my PD's like, look, we're gonna say like you're gonna move on to do TV. I'm gonna send out he did send out the email. It's like Rikki's pursuing other paths, like, and I'm like, no, like I'm like, say it, say I'm not a part of the like you don't have to make a lie over it. He's like, no, we want you to know like we have love for you. We're not gonna make you come out like that. But in retrospect, and then they're like, you can even go on air and have a goodbye. And like let LA know like you love them.
They're just doing it for themselves.
Exactly.
They ain't doing it for you.
And then I'm like, I don't want to do that right now. And in retrospect, I'm thinking it's like, nah, y'all want me to clear your name.
Exactly.
You want me to go on so that people won't ask what the fuck happened to Rikki.
And why you fired her wrong. And
Yeah,
all that
and
shit,
it's like whatever reason it was that you guys didn't want me there any longer, if I was over passionate or if I wasn't the type of girl you wanted for that position, because it was a co-host gig or it was a sidekick gig, and it was like very much you have to be the sexy girl. Don't be the smart girl. Don't be the music girl.
Shut up and show
be
your
the
titties.
sexy girl. And it's like, that's fine if I don't have anything more to offer, or if I didn't want more for myself. Like if I was just happy, like I'm at Power, okay, I'll be the sexy girl. Yeah. But it's like I want, like at the end of my life, I want to be known as like a Barbara Walters. I don't want to be known as a Pamela Anderson.
Radio doesn't need ring girls.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I don't need a fucking ring girl. I don't need you in there just holding them goddamn cards.
And clearly
round
you're,
one, round
you're
two,
talented,
round three.
you know, like we're listening to you right now, but can I see those pictures by the way again that you were in?
See, and it's like I don't mind, like I know fuck, like guys are attracted to me.
Sure.
Like I don't mind that at all, but why does that have to be it? You know what I'm saying?
But it's not it.
No, but they wanted that to be it.
Here's the reality. I think a lot of people get caught up in this. It's never it. It's like we could say, for example, Rihanna's very attractive or something like that. And, the only reason guys like her is because she's attractive. That's the thing that we're drawn to initially.
Right.
But there's something about her that we go, yo, she's kind of cool. She doesn't give a fuck.
She makes good music.
The mystique, her occupation.
But she got 13 number one singles.
Right.
But it's like Rihanna to me is cooler than Katy Perry. They both make very popular music.
Same level of coolness to me.
Okay, that's fair. For me, I would rather chill a night with Rihanna than Katy.
I mean, we have chilled tonight with Rihanna.
And knowing that information.
But we haven't had the Katy experience yet.
You're right.
Katy might hear what Rihanna did for us.
And then she might go
try to top
Yo, Katy, if you're listening right now,
and she's
step
stacked.
your game up. Yo. Step your game up because Rihanna took us to one of the illest clubs ever.
We went to a hood motherfucking club in LA.
Beanie Siegel's there, so Freeway ain't the club that you're taking us to.
Yeah,
we don't want to be
we
there.
Smoked a lot of goddamn weed and drank a lot of liquor, and she gave us money for car service. Katy Perry, can you top fucking that? Now when we come
he
back,
hit her up for car money.
She offered it.
Crazy as that shit.
I'm gonna tell
he
her
hit
no.
her up for car money.
Rihanna comes to you at the end of the night with some cash, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I thought he was selling drugs.
Uh-huh.
I thought he sold the drugs. I was like, I didn't know Charlamagne's into drugs. I can't be doing this.
Oh, all right, let's do it. Now, when we come back, I want to see if Ricky's ever given up some pussy for a position. Okay? Now,
I'm
let's pay some
fine with
bills.
that. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's do it. The NFL season isn't over yet. Or maybe we should start this differently. All right, ready? Rikki is over at blah, 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 but the NFL season isn't over yet.
Rikki is over at Big Boy's neighborhood.
Rikki is over at Big Boy's
But she'll be
neighborhood.
fine.
But the NFL season isn't over yet. It's your season-long fantasy football league justice and cutting it. Get your mojo back at FanDuel.com and pick up a new team every week, Charlamagne.
I have no
I
idea
played
why.
FanDuel. It's really good.
See?
Yeah, it's dope. And
It's
you win
dope.
money.
FanDuel?
Yeah, you win money.
Have you won money?
Yes.
She
It's
won
been
that
awesome.
money,
I
yo.
won
How much have you
50
won?
bucks. But it's like
$50?
it's like you put in $1, you win 50 bucks,
You
you're
win 50,
you're good.
man.
Rikki,
So
you
you
ain't-
put your true fantasy football skills to the test?
Yes.
But she don't got shit on Chris Prince from Detroit.
Yeah, what did Chris Prince do?
He's an avid fantasy football player who's won over $656,000.
That's
Rikki,
$656,000, everybody.
by playing fantasy sports at FanDuel.com. Join him in the hundreds of thousands of other users who have already won money. Rikki won $50. She's happy
Yes.
about that. How much did you put in to win?
$1.
$1.
That's a come up.
All right, FanDuel.com, the leader in one-week fantasy football leagues. The money is real. As you heard Rikki just say, entry fees start at just $1. No season-long commitment, no upfront fees. Play each week or whenever you want.
Set a new lineup each week and win every week if you're good enough. FanDuel is paying out more than $170 million this NFL season. Charlamagne, that's $170 million, but you have to play to win, so sign up today.
That's right. Go to FanDuel.com and click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner. Use our code BRILLIANT and sign up now. New user special is ending soon. FanDuel will match your first deposit dollar up to $200. That's up to $200 free. Offer is only good for the first 50 people that use our code BRILLIANT. Don't forget to use our code BRILLIANT.
FanDuel.com, where every week is a new season. That's FanDuel.com. Sign up today.
All right,
It turned
back to
into
the show.
Peter Griffin a little bit.
That last part was very
FanDuel. Hey, Janice. Meg, whatever. FanDuel, we got to sign up a FanDuel account, Meg. Come on. Why does my kid's fucking head look like a football? How'd you get that out of your pussy?
All right, speaking of pussy. Rikki, have you ever compromised yourself for a position? Have you ever given up any pussy for a position?
No. But I've only, well, not even but. There's yet to come, but no, like I haven't.
But have people tried, obviously you guys tried to flex on you.
Yeah.
Who'd you have to turn down? Who's the biggest?
Don't say their name.
Like-
Why don't you?
Because
Wait.
she's only 26. She has a
Yeah.
career. She's not a 60-year-old, washed-up, VH1
Yeah.
celebrity rehab, Janice Dickinson motherfucker talking about Dr. Huxtable fucking raped me, and people probably did it. Okay?
Do not victim shame, Charlamagne.
I'm not victim shaming. I'm just saying I don't believe Janice
I
Dickinson.
feel like you don't have respect for these women that are coming out and saying that they were
Hey,
raped.
I don't believe Janice Dickinson. I'm sorry.
My thing is like, why now? Like, why just when it's
Because that shit is popping now. That's the new
It's
money
the trend
dance.
to be raped by.
Yo, Bill Cosby raping
Bill
you.
Cosby, new
money
Fappigate.
dance.
No, he's the new Fappigate.
The new Fappigate.
Bill Cosby.
That's the iCloud.
That's the new fucking ice bucket
New
challenge.
iCloud, son.
The
Say that,
new
Bill
ice bucket.
Every woman over 50 is participating in their own.
And then
Huxtable-
nominating
Huxtable
someone else to
bucket
do
challenge.
it.
That's what this shit is, yo.
Hey, man.
So
It is.
listen, Bill Cosby wants to fuck you.
Exactly.
That's
That's the
crazy.
new shmoney dance right
Bill
there.
Cosby's like, look, if you don't give me no pussy, Rikki, it's over.
Caught a body 20 years ago.
Do you know who my celebrity crush is?
Who?
Morgan Freeman.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I would date Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, but you know
Never
what? You're not
heard that
related to
in
him,
my
so
life.
he wouldn't have sex with you.
Oh,
He
would
dates
does
his
that?
granddaughter.
First of all, let me see how old Morgan Freeman is.
Nobody knows.
that's wild. Remember
Morgan
the link I
Freeman's been
sent you? You
old
didn't want to
forever.
believe me?
Say what?
The Martin Luther King Jr. thing?
What about it?
Remember I sent you the link and you were like, that's fucking crazy.
Oh, for
when you were talking about Bill?
yeah. That Martin Luther King did what?
He had, I believe he had like a threesome the night before he passed.
Oh, yeah.
Martin was getting
Martin was
pussy.
Yeah.
fucking. Martin was fucking.
Martin was fucking.
And prostitutes too.
Do you know that the
Gotta
FBI
pay
went
him
to
to be
Coretta
quiet.
Scott King
Yeah.
and said, look,
Here's your shit.
you're going to either stop all of this marching shit or we're going to motherfucking expose that he's been cheating on you and all this and that. She said, go ahead, because this movement is bigger than my marriage. That's heavy.
Oof.
That's heavy. That's why I respect her and Hillary
Coretta.
Clinton
So
so much.
if you want to cheat, you got to be great. You got to be real
no,
great. You got to be. You got to be great.
You can't just be great.
No, you gotta have a cause behind
There
you.
you go.
Great and
You gotta
cause.
be changing the world.
Yeah.
You got to be changing the world. You can't just be Michael Jordan.
God damn.
Right.
Nah, you can't just be
How the fuck do
Denzel.
white people
Nah.
gotta have so many
Stupid.
rights that I don't have a situation where I can get away with cheating? This is some bullshit, white people.
Who do you have to fight for? Yeah.
Like, yo, listen, all jokes aside, Martin deserved to get a lot of extra pussy.
I mean,
That's probably what kept him going, man.
every
You know how
guy
Tiger
does.
Woods, remember how Tiger Woods, once he stopped getting all that extracurricular pussy, his
He
golf
started
game was fucked
sucking.
up? Martin couldn't have did all them marching if he wasn't fucking them chicks, man.
Then why be married?
No, that's why he was marching to find the new chicks. That's why he's like, listen,
I'm gonna get to this shit.
hold on, what am I gonna do? He's like, wait, what? Listen, there was no Tinder. There was no. The Million Man March was really about getting as many bitches in one place at one time.
That's
Million
where
Man
the
March was
groupies
Farrakhan.
started.
What?
Schultz. That was not Martin Luther King. It was Farrakhan, the Million Man
No, March on Washington.
March on
whatever.
Washington,
March on
yeah.
Washington. Sorry. So the March on Washington was really about getting as many chicks in one place because there was no Tinder, there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, there was no
Right.
Instagram where you could just find these chicks.
This is my
Fantasy
social
movie.
sexual
Yo,
network.
Instagram was the march.
My
I have a dream
speeches.
speech got in all of y'all DMs in the 60s.
And he was just walking around liking chicks like you.
Yeah.
Double tap on you. I'm gonna double tap
God.
you. Yo, Martin Luther King was balling. Fuck.
Listen.
We just ruined his legacy right here on
Yeah.
Brilliant
No, he
Idiots.
didn't. No, he didn't.
God
Everybody knows.
damn.
I don't know if everybody knows.
No, people don't know.
That is
Martin
some
was getting
genius
pussy.
shit.
No, that he was cheating or that he was like. It's not getting pussy. You were married.
He was
So
married.
you were cheating.
But
Wait,
does that
that's
stop-
still
but-
not. That's still getting
But does
pussy.
that stop
But
his?
still, but
that
it's
don't-
like you're giving it that. Like,
that doesn't ruin your legacy though. Not to me.
What, cheating?
No, man.
All the greats cheated. Name a great that didn't cheat.
Name one great man that didn't cheat.
damn.
Malcolm X.
How you know Malcolm didn't cheat?
He didn't cheat.
How? What do you think he
It
went
never
to?
came out.
Why do you think he went to Mecca?
Shut. No, I'm not listening to you, Chris.
Why did he go to Mecca?
Now I'm not
What'd he
listening
say?
to Chris. Now, Chris, that was some racist shit.
What'd he
you
say?
just did.
What'd he say?
Let it be known, Chris.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Because now you get nervous. Usually he's the one telling us to shut up, but now you get nervous. Tell me what he said, Charlamagne. Tell me what he said.
Nothing.
Tell me what he
I'm not
said.
saying
Oh, you
nothing.
can't. You fuck you
But-
with this hush
Oh
hush
no,
shit
no!
all
I'm
the
gonna tell you a great.
goddamn time, man.
Let's use her updated reference.
You don't want to say
I'm gonna
nothing.
tell you a great man who has not cheated.
Who?
President Barack Hussein
Get the
Obama.
fuck out of here.
If Barack Obama had cheated, that shit would be front page.
Let me
You
tell
think
you
Bill
something.
Yeah,
Cosby
his
getting
birth
slandered?
certificate was out like nothing.
Let me tell you
so-
something. First of all, Barack Obama in his career has gotten some side.
Nah.
I'm not saying as a president, but he has gotten some. First of
Nah.
all, if you still smoke cigarettes, you cheat.
Hey, I can't
Nobody
believe
that doesn't smoke, nobody that smokes
It
cigarettes
would have
is
been
still
out,
not cheating.
Schultz.
Say what?
It would have been out.
That's how good he is.
No, man.
That's
no.
how good he is.
It would have been a woman that would have came out and said, "I fucked the first black president."
Not Barack.
No, man.
Listen, this girl almost lost her job over some dick. You don't think Barack's dick could hold down a fucking one chick?
He might have a little dick.
Barack.
Barack, man.
Barack.
He's got
is
everything
half
else.
white.
Hold on.
He's got
I
everything
think
else.
this calls for another dick talk.
Think about it, Ricky. Am I lying? Right? Barack Obama's a great man.
Right.
Harvard education, very intelligent, well spoken.
Oh, he can't
good
have a big
looking.
dick. Yeah,
can't
yeah,
have a
yeah,
big
yeah.
dick.
He
He
can't
can't,
have a
have
big dick.
every fucking thing.
Look, that's another thing. You would never.
That's overcompensation for the little.
Exactly.
Yeah, he got to do all this great shit to make up for the fact he ain't got no
I
dick.
believe I could be president because I don't have a big dick.
Listen, you? I thought you got 8 inches in the
I'm
summer.
talking about what I'm talking
Oh,
about Barack.
I thought,
So what'd you say?
Yeah.
In the summer, you couldn't be no president.
Think about it. You talking about the homeless guy, right?
In the
Talking about-
winter, you might be able to do that.
You talking about the homeless guy,
Right.
right? You said the homeless guys are homeless because they got huge dicks.
Yeah,
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 they don't-
exactly. They don't got anything to
Sense
work
of
for. They got no ambition.
Barack got a
Yeah.
little dick.
That's why he got.
I believe I could be president.
Now let me ask you a question.
That
You think
sucks for
Michelle would
Michelle.
put up with a little dick?
I mean, when you're dealing with a man that great. And you got to think, if Barack can convince...
Barack got a big dick. No, I know he got a big dick. I got proof. You go first.
Do you know how I tell?
Go ahead.
By hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google Barack
because
Obama's
God will not give you like proportion wise, like He won't give you a small hand if you have a big dick, because then you can't hold it.
Yeah. Just to
So
let you
you-
know.
yeah.
Just let you know. Look at that shit right there. I'm
I don't have big
palming.
hands.
I'm palming everything. Look at that. You see that? Look at that right there. Ah.
So it's not about
Dynasty.
feet; it's about hands.
Now,
I'm telling you, we're not taking
it's not about
consideration.
hands.
Hold on.
It's Michelle's arms. That's
No.
how big they are from
What?
jerking that big dick. A little dick doesn't take a lot
No,
of jerking.
man.
A big dick takes a fucking
No,
huge
no,
hammer
no,
stroke,
no,
right? That's why she got these diesel ass
You're
arms.
not
'cause she's
taking
eating that
you're not
big
taking
fucking
into
half Hawaiian dick.
consideration Barack's cerebral game.
Okay.
Think about it like this.
Okay.
If he can convince himself, if he can believe so much that he can be the first black president of the United States of America, and we know he's a great orator. The
Orator.
shit orator, whatever.
That's the word you cannot fuck up.
the shit he tells Michelle must be amazing.
That's true.
The dreams he sells her,
Yes.
if he's able to sell himself
He sold us the dream.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to be the first black president. You know how hard it is to be a black woman and say, nigga, please.
Were they each
Like,
other's
nigga,
first?
really?
Were they each other's first?
Nah, Barack was getting pussy in Hawaii.
Or was he her first?
You know, oh, I got it. Here it is. He doesn't have a big dick, right? He doesn't have a big dick, but he grew up in Hawaii where they come from Asian descent, so the dick size is smaller. So he grew up with the
In
confidence.
comparison,
He grew up with confidence that he could do things like he had a big dick, but he knew that compared to black people, he didn't have
In Hawaii,
a sizable.
in Hawaii, he was the black
In
stereotype.
Hawaii, he was the big
That
dick.
little goddamn 5-inch dick was huge.
But check it out. Oh, I got it. But he knew in order for him to make it, he had to put himself in a position where his dick wasn't big. Where did he go? Chicago. The biggest of all the big dicks are in Chicago.
Some huge cocks in Chicago.
Why do you think they make those tall ass buildings?
Do you think Kanye has a big dick?
No, he wears
He's
Never
from
thought about
Chicago.
Kanye's dick. How we go about talking about prestigious cock like Barack? The goddamn.
Because we talk about overcompensation, like the overconfidence could be.
Nah, dude. If you're in that into clothes, you can't have a big dick.
Barack's got to have a big cock. I mean, not Barack. Kanye's got to have a big cock.
No, he can't.
Because Kim's got to have a huge pussy.
She does have
There's
the
been
big.
so many men inside
She does have a big
goddamn
pussy.
Kim's pussy. Like, and I always say the only thing as big as Kim's ass and pussy is Kanye's ego.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got to have a big cock.
He does have a big pussy.
Got to, man. No,
He has a big
Yeah, gotta have a big
He got a big pussy.
No,
I think
Kim
Kanye
got a big pussy.
I don't think Kanye has a penis. I think Kanye might for real.
I think Kanye just got leather.
I think
Probably just some leather down
he
there.
looks like a mannequin, but it's leather.
Oh my God, like a
Looks
Ken doll.
mannequin. No dick, nothing.
Rappers don't be trying to fuck you, Ricky?
Come on, Ricky.
Of course they do.
But
See, that was the beauty of you on Big Boy's Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, you were beautiful, but you were smart. Like, you were talented. So
you know what I
people paid
loved
attention.
when they came in and then they saw when I asked like the not beyond this, like you get the girl like, okay, she's gonna ask me like the regular questions,
Yeah.
but when I delve in a little deeper and then I always get the moment where they look and they're like, oh shit, you know what you're talking about, and then they like, it's like a respect after that, because
Yeah.
at first it was attention, but then once I show them like I know, then it becomes respect.
But you know why? Because most pretty girls, and I always say this, pretty girls are best seen on Instagram and not Twitter. Because I'd rather look at them than
hear what
fucking
they say.
thoughts. So when it's a good mixture, a
That's
good
true.
balance of both, it's like, wow.
That's why some girls have hella Instagram followers and not as many Twitter followers.
Exactly.
But that's why it's like, I don't know. I think that's why people act like that's a disadvantage for women, but I think it's an advantage for hot
Yeah.
women. It's like because the expectation is low. We walk in
Very
here,
low.
we're like, here's this pretty chick.
Right.
All right, she's not going to have anything to say. And then all of a sudden you say some smart shit, and then we act like you're retarded. We're like, did you say something
Right.
smart? How
the
could
funny-
you think of questions for me?
Like that moment
Whoa.
after they're really like, there's a moment where I ask something and then they turn to me and they're like, what the fuck?
How
like,
could you
she
think
just
of
said
things?
that?
Yeah. But it's also good, too, because then it's like men, we let our guard down, and we're not trying to pretend to be something we're not. Because
Nah,
if you
right.
know, if we connect on some shit like
Right.
hip-hop, we can talk about that all fucking
Then it's like
night.
you're talking to a boy. Like, that's what I love
Exactly.
it. That's why I love it.
I agree.
I mean, we're like that too, even with this show. We call ourselves fucking idiots because we know we say some dumbass fucking shit. You know what I mean? We like that expectation.
I don't give a fuck
That's
that
why
we
the
may not,
brilliant
may or may not
adjective
know
is
we
there
don't-
too.
What'd you
Because
say?
we do say some
That's why the
brilliant shit at
brilliant
times. So
adjective
we're
is
just a
there,
little
too.
bit of both, yin and
Yeah.
yang.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck that we may or may not know what the fuck we're talking about.
Me neither.
This is my motherfucking opinion.
Yeah.
And this is how I feel at the motherfucking time. And
And
Right.
it just happens to be 100% right.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I care if it's
And
right.
I just want to reiterate something we talked about last week before we go.
Go. Are we done?
I mean, we had 100
Oh,
minutes.
shit, man.
We told y'all
Fast.
something about
We gotta
cop
close it?
privilege. And I want you to chime in on this, Ricky, because you're from LA. This shit, we told y'all about cop privilege
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
And we told y'all, like, I keep telling you, I don't think this is some black or white shit that's going on. I think it's just a cops versus everybody thing. And we keep getting mad that these cops keep getting off, whether it was Darren Wilson or the guy that choked out Eric Garner. That shield is going to protect its own people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Always.
They have way
Absolutely.
more to lose if they admit to having being flawed, than they do if they just stand up for each other.
Now, you grew up in
Like,
LA. Now,
yeah.
the first time I swear to God, first time I ever heard of crooked cops was in LA. They was fucking people up.
Right.
That's what they was doing. That's what they showed us in movies. That's what they ended up saying. Fuck
That's the
police.
perception
did.
of a police officer in Los Angeles,
What-
LAPD.
Do you still have that perception of police?
You know what's crazy is when I was growing up, obviously, like we said, like when you're poor, you don't know. When you're barely born, like you're a kid, you don't know. Oh, I'm poor. But like I just knew police as the good guy a lot until I had my first. I remember I was in high school. We were outside of my friend's house in the alleyway, and the cop car pulled up, and they had known him, but I had never had any interaction with the police officer like that. And they came out, and it was a woman cop, and she was Hispanic, and they were like questioning him, like, "Yo, where's the weed? Like, just fucking around with him. And then she comes to me and she's like, have you ever been stopped by the police? And I'm like, no. She's like, have you ever been arrested? No. Have you ever got your face slammed into a windshield of a cop car broken? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why are you asking me that? She's like, because in about a minute, I think that's what I'm going to do to you today. And
shit.
yeah, and then I was like, and I'm just like shocked. Like,
And it was a woman cop?
Yeah, it was a woman Hispanic cop. And I'm like,
Was she ugly?
no, she was like she was pretty. Like, to me, it's just like a woman telling me this.
Yeah.
And then like the other cop is like, oh, he's clean, let's go, whatever your name is. And they left in their car, but they enjoyed
Fuck 'em
that.
with the power.
Like she enjoyed telling me that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just looked at it like I didn't say like, oh, this white person or this cop, but it's just like, how could you be so mean to somebody that's just there?
It's like being a big brother.
But it's like once you have that ounce of power, like you abuse it when you can.
Do you have a sibling?
Yeah, my old she's
older
yeah.
than you. Did she
She's
ever fuck with
Mexican,
you?
of
She
course.
ever,
Yeah. Sibling.
she ever hold you? She ever hold you down and like do the thing where like they spit and then bring it back in before it
That's
hits
so
your face?
funny because she did that.
Of course,
and I
that's-
socked her.
That's all the cops
Yeah.
do. It's like they know they could do that.
No, some of the cops actually too.
They be
do
spitting
it.
on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
little-
spit on you.
yeah. Like R. Kelly.
They'll
ass. Yeah.
loogie on you like
Come P come. Let's play a little game of come P come.
Come.
That's fucked up. Some cops grab you and fucking hit me. I'm like, let's play a little game of come P come with this
No,
motherfucker.
no.
But
You
it's
start
like
saying
the
your
lion.
age. 27. I'm 27.
It's like
I
the
can't nut
lion.
unless you say you're 15.
It's like the lion playing with the mouse. Like
Okay.
you see it, and it's like you know what the fuck you can do to this mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like it knows what you can do to it. Let me just tease it before I eat it. Like it's that playing with something, and it's sad, but it happens. And to me, from my interactions with police officers in Los Angeles, it's true. And I have a friend that's in the police arena, like she does dispatch, and she and I would always get into it. But it's like I can only tell you what I've experienced, and from what I've experienced, they're shitty people. They've been shitty to me. Now, I don't say the whole establishment is fucked,
Yeah.
because it's like the same way like we lose when we say they're all the same. Just like when we're saying you guys are calling all of us criminals, well, we're calling all of them pieces of shit.
It's the same
Absolutely.
prejudice.
It's exactly it's the other way around. No one can win like that.
And you shouldn't become what you despise. That's what
Right.
I always tell people. Don't become what you despise.
You said something really cool too. Like instead of telling kids fuck the police, tell them to become the police.
Absolutely. That's the only way the establishment's going to change. And not just become the police, become
Mm-hmm.
the judges, become the lawyers. Like, we have to get in the judicial system. Like, we have to be a part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're always complaining about what's going on in the system, but when are we ever really a part of the process?
Just get in the
We
system.
don't motherfucking vote.
And you are.
No.
Don't set the idea that you're not, because you are. Black
We're
people are
starting
the
to.
president, the secretary of
Yeah,
state.
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
like,
absolutely,
and,
absolutely.
and there are tons of black cops.
But it's got to be done on a local level.
But it's got to be
Right.
done on a local, and it's got to be done more. It's not like it's not done at all now. There's this precedent that's set that there are no black cops at all. There are ton. If you look in New York City, I don't know the last time I saw a white cop. It's always Chinese dudes, Indian guys, black guys. There's tons, very diverse force
What did I say walking up the sidewalk today? It was the white
Yeah,
cop and the black
and
cop. I
black
said, that's what we need more of right there.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Cops,
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. And don't get me wrong, you do have black cops that are pieces of shit too, Spanish cops that are pieces of shit too. But guess what? They're just pieces of shit cops.
Yeah,
It has
and they
nothing
happen
do
to
with it.
be yeah.
If there's one
Their
guarantee in
occupation
life,
didn't make them
people
that.
will be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That is the one guarantee. It is not. It is not
Yeah.
easy to be a good person.
Right.
Okay. That's why we have religion to tell us to be good, because our natural default is shit.
Oh man,
That's
Charles
so
Barkley.
sad.
Charles Barkley said some real shit. He
Yo,
said,
I wanted to talk
he
about that.
said, he goes, if there was no such thing as police, the hood would be the wild, wild west. He's absolutely motherfucking right.
And watch, he gets ripped. We're gonna say this right
They're
now.
ripping him now.
They're gonna rip him apart for he's an Uncle Tom.
He's a coon, he's a
coon,
sellout, he's a
he's
new
sellout.
black. Why? For telling the truth?
For having an
You
opinion.
know what's crazy though too, and I was J. Cole and the guys brought this up, how patrol is something that started with black communities and black neighborhoods. Like you even think of the Wild West, they had a sheriff's station. Like the sheriffs, like they didn't go and search for shit. Like then we have something now, patrol like is kind of like, all right, we're gonna stay in our car, we're gonna see what's bad, we're gonna go into it, rather than people calling you and you being needed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had organizations that would police the communities, and not only police the communities, police the police. That's what the Black Panthers used to do.
Yeah.
They would police the police.
I mean, shit. That's what gangs really used to do. When you think about it, like originally the Crips and the Bloods, they originated
the
as
fucking
these people.
Formed as,
what was the
yeah,
fucking Angels?
communities.
Hell's Angels.
That was it. No, not Hell's
The
Angels.
biker
Guardian
gang?
Angels.
Oh yeah, the Guardian. Well, yeah. What's the guy's name? Fuck, I forget his name.
That's
but
what they
yeah.
used to do. They used to
What is it?
police the communities.
Isn't that what like the
Sliwa,
FBI
yeah.
or something is supposed to do? Like what that branch?
Well, the FBI will look at domestic matters and shit. But what I think that the black community needs are two parties. Right now, you're only allowed to be one type of black. white people have this privilege of being, I'm a conservative, I'm a Democrat. So you can think one way or the other. You have two things you can fall into. We actually have like three. But real quick. The fact is just because Charles Barkley has a conservative view, right, doesn't mean that he's not black. And if more black people had that view, then there would be possibly more dialogue allowed. But right now, there's only one political agenda or idea allowed for black people. And if you don't think like that, you're a coon, sellout, Uncle Tom.
Yeah, but how about this? How about instead of breaking us up in tribes, let's just all be a fucking American. And then if you want to be a Democrat, you want to be a Republican, you want to be a independent, do it.
I'm with you.
Fuck all that.
Bro, I'm with you, and I would love it to be that way. I think we just need to at least start with the idea.
It is that way, though.
I mean, it is
We're
that
all
way.
under one constitution.
Hey, I agree with you completely.
Like it or love it.
Yes, I agree with you completely.
Love it or hate it.
But I just feel like you need to open up the idea. You need to open up the dialogue. Let a black person have a different way of thinking, and he can't be a fucking coon.
What's the girl's name in Clueless? That's a Republican.
Stacey Dash?
Yeah, people hate her for being a Republican.
They hate her for having her own opinion.
That's fucking
Because
wild.
It's not even her own opinion. It's a very typical opinion shared by all these Republicans.
But the black people, it's her own opinion. You're not supposed to think like that. You're supposed to subscribe to this groupthink.
Yeah,
that
groupthink.
we
Yep.
hate all white people, all cops are bad, and Bill Cosby raped all of these women. Okay? If you're Jill Scott or Whoopi Goldberg who says, look, I don't know if Bill raped all of these women because there's no proof, there's no evidence,
Right.
you're a fucking sellout. They called Jill Scott a rape apologist.
Wow.
I'm like, how is she a rape apologist by using common sense and saying there's no proof?
There's no proof. We
There's no
can't
evidence. You
justify
can't
it.
be so
this
quick
out.
to convict him in the court of public opinion.
You're so right. You know what's so funny is they say, hey, listen, we don't want you to lump us all into the same type of person. But then they go, we all got to be the same type of person. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, cops, don't all treat us like the same type of person. White people, don't treat us like the same type of person. The second a black person thinks any differently, it's, hey, we're all the same type.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to think that way. It's
Listen,
fucking hypocritical.
It's the most dangerous rhetoric ever, man. Even when Charles Barkley said that, he did say one thing that I thought was wrong because he said racial profiling. He said that sometimes racial profiling is right, sometimes racial profiling is wrong.
Okay.
What he should have just said is profiling, period. Because
yes.
it's never right to racial profile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just stop and frisk me because of solely based on the color of my skin. That can't just be the only reason. Because I'm black, or because I'm Spanish, or because I'm Mexican, or because I'm white. Like, you can't do that. No. It can't just be based on the solely of my skin. You have to have a reasonable suspicion. Maybe
Some
I'm walking
basis,
with, maybe I got a bandana on. I'm in a gang neighborhood.
Right.
Something.
Just throwing this out there.
Okay.
If the reason cops shooting black people is wrong is because of statistics, right? That's what people are saying. They're like, the statistics.
It happens too many times.
Yeah, the numbers show
Right.
that it's happening too many times, right? So that has to stop because of statistics, right? Then why would it be wrong if if cops frisk more black people if statistically they're committing more crimes? My point is you can't say statistics works in our favor
When it's
in this
in your favor
situation,
and when it's not in
and then
your
when it's
favor,
not in your
then
favor,
it's
go,
bad. Yeah.
well, what are you talking about? Statistics are bullshit. We're human beings here. It's like you can't just pick and choose, dude.
I'm with you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that. But
I'm not arguing that one is okay. I'm not
Selective
arguing
belief.
for profiling.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing for stop and frisk. I don't think that that's a good idea. I think it's unconstitutional, actually. But I am arguing against this idea just because statistics say one thing is like this. You have to apply statistics to everything, and you might not like those applications.
I've said this all the time. Like, for me, I can't be mad at the police for using the law of probability. I get more upset.
That's statistics.
I get more upset at guys that look like me who are doing the dumb shit.
Because they're
causing me to have a bad motherfucking day because of some shit that Jamal did 2 blocks away.
I think it's everyone does dumb shit.
Absolutely.
But it's like when a black person does dumb shit, they shouldn't get killed. Whereas when that white person does the same black shit, they dumb
same
shit.
dumb shit, black shit, same.
They, sorry, I'm sorry. When they do that same dumb shit, they just get
Say
penalized.
how you feel, yo. Say how you feel, yo. Say how you feel deep inside.
I'm sorry.
When a white boy be doing that black shit, just kill that motherfucker.
Like, we're listening to this podcast where it's like kindergarteners, right?
Yeah.
And this black kindergartner got suspended because he talked back to the teacher. And so that kindergartner's mom was like in this, like, at a birthday party like 2 weeks later, telling the other moms like, oh, my son got suspended for talking back. And then one of the other moms is like, man, my son bit a kid on purpose and they just gave me a phone call. So it's like when it's not equally, like, I guess, penalized, then that's when it becomes a problem.
Got you.
Because it's like when we're all doing the same bad shit, but when I do it, I get this, and when he does it, he gets that. then that's when it
I agree.
gets people angry.
Charles Barkley said something about everybody should take responsibility for their own actions, and that's something I totally agree with. I think that police and people like that teacher you're describing have to take personal responsibility to say, look, I'm not going to racially profile people based off the color of their skin. I'm not going to be prejudiced. I'm not going to treat this person different just because of the color of their skin. They have to take personal responsibility to do that. And us, as black people, as Spanish people, we got to take personal responsibility and say, when we are profiled, let's not give them a reason to take us to motherfucking jail. Let's not have a gun on us. Let's not have the drugs on us.
Right.
Let's not commit the crimes. Let's not have the
accusing
warrants
us
and shit.
of,
Let me really be able to say, you motherfucker, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I'm in fucking school, you bastard. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not have the gun.
I'm a head of a corporation or something.
Why are you stopping me?
Why the fuck are you fucking with me? Because listen, all the black people I know that got money and are in positions of power, like actually have something, they talk shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet.
You can't just pull me the fuck over. Are you out of your mind? They will talk shit to the police. Fuck you pulling me over for, yo. I work at such and such and such. Yes, here's my license and registration. I'm fucking clean. I know nothing's wrong. You profiling me? Now the cop's scared like, oh, hey, man.
Damn, yeah.
Go on about your business, dog.
Yeah, and you don't even complain to the cops when you're on that level. You complain to your congressman, and then that shit trickles down, and then they're fucking right out of there.
That's wild.
All right.
So then how do you solve it?
You solve it.
Solve
Because
what?
it's a lot
Profiling?
to complain about.
How do you solve profiling?
There's like so many different
It's
aspects
different layers.
of
I mean,
it.
you start by doing what I said. Just not take personal responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge your own prejudices and say to yourself, "Hey, I'm not treating people equally. Yes, I am profiling people based off the color of their skin. It could be statistics. It could be the law of probability. But maybe I'll just stop these black people because I feel like they're gonna have some dumb shit on them. Like if I was a cop in New York, I would always stop rappers. I would always pull over
I didn't know
rappers.
they had hip hop police. Like that's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's
They got a
real
whole
thing.
task force. I would always pull over rappers.
crazy.
Because they snitch on themselves in the lyrics.
And I'm probably
I'm riding dirty. Well, I'm pulling your ass over
Yeah.
if you're
I'ma
riding
find
dirty.
something. It's gonna be a gun. It's gonna be some weed. It's gonna be something. I can do something, right? But I also definitely think that we just got to become a part of the system. We got to be the change that we want.
Well,
to see
you
in
said
the
like
world.
how the Black Panther Party was policing the police. Is that even possible for there to even be something like that?
No.
No.
Don't,
It will get
don't
shut
try
down.
and police the police.
Don't try
and
to be Batman.
Yeah, no, that's for the
Fuck that
movies.
vigilante shit.
Just become the
Well,
police.
Become a
should-
police officer.
If you become the police, you can police the police.
Go to the
you
academy.
become the commissioner, and then you
Right.
can fire those cops that are doing things that you think are unconstitutional.
Go
very
exactly.
simple.
Become a police officer. Become a fucking lawyer. Become a judge. Like you know we can do these things in
Right.
America.
And hold ourselves responsible, because that's something we should all do. I feel personally embarrassed when I see one of those videos of like some fucking fat white dude that's talking about like, I don't need to leave America. What's the point of leaving America? Everybody else is a bunch of fucking idiots and stuff like that. I go, whenever I travel, they think I'm you.
Yeah.
When I'm in Europe, they think you're fucking this up for me.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy Europe, and they're being a piece of shit to me because of that video.
Yeah.
So I think that same Honey Boo Boo fucks it up for me when I go to Europe. You know what I mean? So I think we all need to be responsible. If somebody's doing that shit, coming out here and fucking posting on World Star and guns, this, that, the other, it's like, what are you fucking promoting this shit for?
I agree. And
That's real.
and another point that I want to make is don't become what you hate, man. Like I'm seeing a lot of that right now. I'm seeing a lot of people becoming what you claim to despise.
Unless it's the
Right.
police, then become them.
Well, yeah, if you hate the police, become a police officer.
Please,
but
immediately.
don't become just a prejudiced
Yeah.
person that's just prejudiced for the sake of being motherfucking prejudiced. 'Cause I'm seeing a lot of I hate white people. I'm seeing a lot of black people who need to motherfucking get it together and get their act together. Y'all cause this on yourself. All that shit is just prejudice and hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't become what you fucking despise, yo. Because in order to find proper solutions, we can't subscribe to the same motherfucking problems that cause. We can't become the
Yeah.
same problem that caused the problem in the first
You
place.
can't beat bulliness by becoming a bigger bully than someone who's coming at
Absolutely.
you. Like it doesn't work.
And that's what they always tell you to, isn't it? It's like when you got a bully, just punch him back, and then
Yeah.
he'll stop.
No.
All right, well,
I don't know.
I think that's it for today.
And
No,
remember-
that's after, right? That's after. Oh, okay, good.
Well, remember, guys,
Yes.
this episode of The Brilliant Idiots was brought to you by Loot Crate. I need you to remember that. You make sure you head to lootcrate.com/idiots and enter code IDIOTS to save 10% on any new subscription. For this month's theme, you have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's grade. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over.
Bye-bye, Loot Crate. All right, Rikki Martinez, I want to thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you guys.
Always a pleasure. What's your real name? You said it earlier. I'm going to rewind it, so you might as well tell us now.
It's Leticia.
Leticia!
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 amiga.
Platinos.
Suavemente.
So like Letty from like Fast and the Furious.
From like what? From Fast and Furious?
Letty, like that's my real. That's what I'm
Letty.
called. Yeah.
Okay, tell them where they can find you and stuff like that, boo.
All my Instagram, Twitter, and Vine is at RIKKIMAA, Rikki Ma.
At Rikki Ma. Mm-hmm. And she'll be back on your radio soon.
Yeah.
What's your Snapchat?
Rikki Ma.
Mine is Schultz Snap.
Show Snap.
Oh, and also
it ends
we
with
got.
Snap.
Oh yeah, my bad. Mine is Schultz Snap. Now we also got Snapchat and Instagram for the Brilliant Idiots. All right, our homie Max and Greg, my brother Greg, are handling our social media accounts. So make sure.
Do you really show like your dad naked?
Oh, and Greg, follow Greg if you want to see my father naked. We're gonna tell you some funny stories about my dad naked and my mom naked, and just Greg asking my dad questions about how often he masturbates and how often him and my dad have sex. It's a very weird household we all live in. It's very uncomfortable.
White people shit.
It is. I guess it is some white people shit.
Yeah.
It definitely is white people shit. So, oh yeah. So check out Greg. What is it? Greggles NYC. Oh, Graggles NYC. He's gonna change that stupid.
Who the
name.
fuck is Graggles?
Better than Andrew Snap.
And no, it's Schultz Snap. It's
I don't know. I
Schultz
might have to
Snap.
go with Show Snap. Graggles sound like some shit you get on your dick. Like shingles.
I got
These
I got
graggles
them
on my
Graggles.
dick,
Okay,
dog.
so but check out what is a Brilliant Idiot Snapchat.
Brilliant.
Brilliant Idiot Snapchat, and then there's also the Instagram is Brilliant Idiots. So follow those two. We're gonna have exclusive clips and stuff from the show. Follow Greg at on Twitter, Greg Schultz NYC, and Maximus up in NYC. Follow them. Max got some good pictures of lightning and shit. So
All right. Once again, Ricky Martinez, thank you, baby.
What about your stuff?
I don't
they
do
know,
shit.
man.
No,
They know,
I don't
man.
do much. I don't do much. At C to God, CTHAGOD. But as always, if you listen to this show and you think we're smart and you learn something, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you think we're all a bunch of fucking lunatics who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, you think we're a bunch of idiots, you're right too.
Yes, you are.
It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Peace.